Live, guys.
All right, I'll go share real quick. We'll let some people.
Welcome back, guys. This is the NiceGuyAndy podcast, and I haven't done this in for so long, Johnny.
Hey, that's all right.
I haven't hosted the show in forever. Johnny usually hosts the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Johnny, why isn't Johnny hosting the show now?
Lately, because you know.
So he's Scotty.
See, he gets his own. He gets his own guest, and I got my. Guest. I got you. So
Andy's Scotty in right now. So Scotty's okay, like
he's
taking
the senior
tickets.
producer.
And,
No, I've been
he's
trying
like,
to-
you know what? Go ahead, man. Go ahead. You can get this one. And it's no. You know, I ain't done this in a little while.
So
I've been
can you
waiting-
referee the main event? No,
Yeah, not tonight.
I've been waiting for the big guy to come in so I can come make my return. And we're back, guys. We got
it shared up here. Let's go.
We got everything
standing behind the big
legendary
guy.
in the podcast tonight, guys.
Yeah.
Larry D, Maxx Sledd, and Paige Jones in the house.
Well, I appreciate you for having us.
Generation Next Pro Wrestling.
Yes, sir.
I feel like I'm doing prime time live again.
You got talking to the mic. You got to talk with a little bass in your voice,
I don't
baby.
hear anything.
Huh?
Yeah, I hear you.
You're there.
You shouldn't tap on it like that.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Yeah.
I
Did
don't
you not
do
hear?
podcasts.
We
I'm
do
not
the
as-
sound check like
I'm not
before.
as specialist.
Can you hear now?
Not through my headset.
Really?
I think
You gotta turn the earbuds the other way.
No.
You know what's?
Right,
You know what's? I'm down.
Okay.
You know what's funny about
now you're
that is
down now?
like before. Well, I can hear a little bit right there. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Is Paige was adjusting your headset before we went on here, and then like hers was.
Now
the one
hers
that
doesn't
fucked
work.
up.
No.
Yeah.
That's
I
irony.
haven't heard it the whole time. I just thought it was me.
No, we hear you perfect.
Yeah.
You're
Oh,
doing
it's already
great.
showing.
Can you hear anything? You can't hear nothing?
Not out of my headset.
Oh,
No.
really?
Really?
I wonder why they're not
I
working.
could also be deaf as hell.
Johnny, they broke.
Johnny, try her headset on there.
It's like deaf and death are two different things, but they sound so similar.
Deaf. You're blind.
Can you hear anything?
I'm
out of
blind
that?
in the light and the
hello?
dark.
I can hear.
Yeah, I hear.
Do you hear anything?
If they hear me, it's
You can't
fine.
hear anything in that headset?
Yes.
Uh
This
oh.
might be.
It might be the screwed up one.
Johnny is sabotaging your show.
That's
know,
the-
right?
what it is.
He's like, oh yeah.
He said, "I'll show you."
I'll show you something.
Look, when you host, the headsets don't work.
No,
no.
it's fine. If y'all
It's-
can hear me,
okay,
that's
okay,
absolutely
cool.
fine.
Now I can hear you. Can you hear us?
Johnny, there's
can
another
hear you in this
person.
room.
There's another set in there somewhere.
It's
Oh,
fine.
now I can't hear us. There, we're back.
Now you're.
Oh,
I
right.
think that you got. Yeah, there's probably a little short or
Yeah,
something.
you're good.
Yeah,
as long
it's
as
probably a
you
little
guys
short,
can hear
yeah.
me, if you stop.
I can hear you fine.
Because I can yell
Oh no!
Trust me, I
all
know.
day.
Oh no! All day, every day.
What the heck is happening?
Oh, I hate you so
Uh
much.
oh.
All gas, no
We
brakes.
got some
Okay.
technical difficulties going on. Why is it
Oh,
always?
yeah.
It's like that in
And
traffic.
It's the luck of us in doing
really
any
is.
kind of podcast.
I'm telling
that
you.
some sort of technical equipment will go.
Or
like
like
a
any
rock.
show we go to, and Larry's, I don't, because you have like witchy friends that come on here too. Yeah.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that's why. Yeah,
Witchy
that's what like
friends.
connected us, was like we're like he has like witchy friends. So
My son actually does his own little podcast now. It's
Really?
called Sipping with the Supernatural.
Oh,
Shout out, sipping with the supernatural.
I
I,
like
want
that.
to check that
Why
out. That
is
has a
it
cool
that
little vibe.
I see all of this stuff about Nice Guy Andy podcast, and not one time have you gave him any love and shared that? Like,
Oh, it's on there. It's shared all the time.
no, I don't ever see that at all.
It's like, okay, Icon
Yeah.
Lee is my son now.
He only does it like once a month.
no,
like,
man, you got to tag
Oh, no,
me
I
in
love
this.
that. Oh,
Oh man, yeah, please do, or I would like to check that out.
Yeah.
Really, that's really cool, man.
Yeah, he had some. He had some paranormal investigators on last. What was it? Last couple Sundays
it was
ago.
God Bay Paranormal.
Ah, man.
Shout out
Tell me
to-
when, like, the Scooby
Ghost,
Gang
let
is
me know
in.
when Ghost, but what is it?
Yeah.
Ghostfacers
Oh,
comes on.
Ghostfacers.
Y'all need Jeff Waldridge up in here.
Oh, yeah,
Jeff,
we've had him.
Yeah,
Oh,
We've
I
had
love
Jeff.
Jeff.
Jeff's a really good guy, man. I think they're having a baby. Like I had seen, they was at the hospital.
He did your documentary.
Yeah,
Yes.
a great guy.
We
Amazing.
Me and my kids are so mean. They like to go and like rewatch our like Get in the Cars and our like his documentary. Well, we were literally just watching it like 3 nights ago, and they were talking about how Max was like all stone faced but telling a great story. And how I was like, oh my god, why did I have like a double chin? And they were like, because you was pregnant. And I was like, oh yeah, that's right. And Delaney had a voice of a man, and it was hilarious. But it's
We have we have a lot.
He's
like
really
I still
good.
talk to Jeff quite a bit every day. You know, I
He's
talk
really, really good.
And, well, I wouldn't say every day because but at least once, twice a week, I'll
Yeah.
catch up with Jeff and
Yeah.
see how he's doing, and we've chatted. So I
You gotta
feel
run
like
it back.
I feel like we're definitely have a part 2 that we will probably I want to tell a little bit.
Yeah, there's more to go. Yeah,
we
there's more
have, we probably will start to film like part 2 in like summer of this year.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure when it will be done, but I know that it will be done on a much larger scale. That's why it's like, if anything that we have is like, we have to be patient. And I think that we learned at a very young age into this is that you jump right into things and the quality's not quite where it's at.
Yeah.
I feel like if you take time and you learn and you let things settle and you do it right, then you have something really cool. So, whenever Jeff is ready, I'm not saying 100% like, hey, we're going to drop it on this date, but I'm saying when Jeff is ready, I'm ready. We're all ready. We're
so good.
We're preparing so much that
when Larry proposed,
Yeah.
he did our little video that he had made, and I was in the ring and all this stuff, but he did a really good job. It was like he's like Maxx. He's really good at telling a story.
I was in a hospital bathroom when he proposed to you. Like, I wasn't even at that show. Like, it seems like something, how you said the other day, is like you always imagine that, like, I'm there.
Yeah.
I was in a hospital bathroom.
Is that, did you bust your head? No, that was in Paris.
No,
I
my little sister had, it was Easter, is when we did it, and my little sister had, we always did like hot dogs for Easter. So she always liked it when you like cut them up little.
Yeah.
Some people do eggs.
Yeah, and we
Y'all colored hot dogs?
No, we didn't color. No, we would cook them on the grill. You cut them up, into little pieces, and she would take them, and she was like, "Give me a hot dog I can hold in my hand. I'll just eat the hot dog." And she's eating it, and then all of a sudden she didn't chew it. She swallowed a piece of it.
Oh my God!
Oh,
And
I do remember this.
It choked her, but it didn't lodge in so that it's like a clear choke. It was just blocking her windpipe.
Right.
And we didn't realize. We thought, she was just like, like throwing a fit or doing whatever, because she would just be like, we would give her something to drink and she would start like coughing it back out, but you couldn't tell that she had anything in her throat.
Yeah.
And then once she kept like discharging stuff, we took her to the hospital and they did an x-ray and they saw that there was a hot dog in there.
I do remember this.
Yeah. And we had to go all the way from Georgetown to Lexington, and they put a tube in. They were going to have to do like some serious stuff to get it out. And the second they put the tube in, it dislodged and came out.
Oh,
but it was an all-day thing. And I remember that I had called you from the hospital bathroom.
Yeah.
And you were like, I did it. I did the thing.
That reminds me of a story that I was telling the other day about my dad before, when it was just me and Carter and Dad. And in Georgetown, right there in front of La Antigua, there was like that barbecue place or whatnot. Yeah. And Dad loved it. He absolutely loved it. So I remember going, and he was like, I want pork and this, that, and other. And he got
those
like
biscuits.
And he got like lodged in his throat. And like, we were like genuinely sitting around like laughing and eating. And then all of a sudden he's like, I thought he was joking for a minute, and his face started to like get red, his lips. And I was like, oh shit, and I remember, I swear, in the 5th grade, they told us, like, I swear, like, this is why you should pay attention as a child always. It's like, there's like, if ever you're at lunch or your friend gets choked and there's no one around, you take your fist, you ball it up and put it right now. I just started like squeezing the shit out of it, and like
that core memory hit.
Did it
yeah,
pop
it was
out?
like, it came with boom, it's like I kept him around for a couple more months, yeah, for sure.
Oh
but
my God,
I'll never, man, that was crazy. I thought he was just like kidding with us, but yeah, he was for real, like choking out right there.
Yeah.
That's how it was, man.
So back to my original story, because that happens all the time.
I'm not even
Larry
sure where
has
we
magical
came from.
powers. That's where we started out of this. Larry has the powers to speak things into existence.
Oh yeah.
But he never speaks the right shit, and that bothers me.
Don't say that.
What would you want him to speak into existence?
Don't say that, Larry.
Millions and billions of dollars.
It's like, I mean, every day it's like, give me money. But
You
the thing
just say
about
it
money,
wrong.
the thing about money is the more you get, the more you take. So it's not like,
Well,
I don't
he has
really
this
look
thing
at it
where
that
he'll
way.
be like, we'll be driving and it'll be a clear day and there ain't no traffic in sight. He'd be like, I bet you we're gonna run into traffic. And I'd be damn.
Shut up.
If it ain't 15 minutes and it'd be like, up ahead. And I'm like, oh my God, if you just shut the hell up, we probably would have a really nice day. Or he'd be like, you know what? It's really sunny. It says it's supposed to rain, but it's probably going to come
I'm
through
literally
early.
I watched the weather app. It's
No.
there's 70% chance
like,
of
oh
rain
my
at
God,
2
you're a
o'clock.
genie.
It's like, oh my God, you're
Man.
fucking Bill Mack.
He,
you know,
well, he does. You ever listen to the
weather's
weather? They're
great.
never right.
No,
but
they're never
there
right.
he is.
Yeah, well, I mean, I pay attention.
No. Or hey, I will say that he is really bad. Like he's really good with time, like in wrestling, but like he's really bad at time in life.
If he says, "Hey, I will be there at 2:30,"
It's probably
I
like-
can wait until 3:30 because if I am out on the curb at 2:30, I'm going to wait 30 minutes in a rainstorm with
I understand.
a snowstorm, and I will be looking at it, and I will be so
But you're
mad
like
when I get in
25
that
yards
car.
from your door.
No, yeah, but if you say you're going to be somewhere at
am
a certain
there,
time,
though.
I am ready at that
Do we
time.
make it on time?
We make it like he is. We
No,
have to
I
dress
tell
him
you
up.
what, y'all ain't no way you're gonna make it here. I'm gonna cancel this show.
Yeah.
right now.
Oh, yeah. Where was we going? Where was that at? That was in like Frenchburg or something.
Absolutely, and we're in Lexington, and the promoter, you guys had Chris Hayes on the show.
Yeah.
And Chris Hayes had us coming to a show, and he called. He goes like, "Where are you guys at?" And it's like, "We're over by what was it, Horseshoes?" And he's like, "No, ain't no way, you're making it. I'm gonna change the card. Like, just turn around, go home." And Larry's like, tell him it's fine. Tell him just hang up. Let's go. Let's just go.
Where we walking? He's like, y'all were ribbing me the whole time. You was up off the X. I was like, no, we called you legit. We were right there.
Where was this show at?
Frenchburg, Kentucky, I think,
Oh,
right
yeah.
outside of Mount Sterling, one of those little high school. I think it was maybe Frenchburg
that's
High
Larry.
School. And that was fun. That was like a Thursday night or a Friday or something.
It's always one of those fun little like off night
Yeah.
shows in the middle of nowhere, like a place we've
Yeah.
never been, and really funny that it's like you ain't no way you're gonna make it there.
I'll never forget. Like just talking about like that, Chris, and it reminded me. I don't know why I thought of old Law Dog, but like I'll never forget riding in the car and Law Dog, Jerry Lawler was in the thing, and like it was. I guess he had thought it was a shorter to Hazard, Kentucky.
Yeah, he was mad.
And he was mad, and he's like, "How much fucking longer?" You know. And then
They said at one point he had his head out the window, going like, "Where are we going? How much longer?"
So if
Jerry Lawler?
Yes,
yeah. So I
absolutely.
can't remember, but I think Law Dog thought maybe he was like joking, and
Yeah.
like Law Dog.
Good one, King.
Yeah. Law Dog decides to like stick his ass out the door, and he had hemorrhoids, and it was the god awfulest like.
Oh my!
I swear,
God.
like I can't remember. I think it was like Donnie Green or somebody, but it was. I know that Law Dog, maybe like Justin Idol, Law Dog, myself, but it was bad.
Yeah, those guys have the funniest shows.
do it?
Donnie Green is the funniest guy.
Man,
Man.
yeah,
He is so funny. Those guys come on. Bear comes on. Bear was on a couple weeks ago, wasn't he?
yeah.
We had Hollywood on.
Oh, Jeff Waldrich is here.
Jeff Waldridge is in.
Yeah, he said 3 of the best people that he knows.
Shout out Jeff Waldridge.
I love
Yeah.
Jeff. Him and his right after our house fire, him and his wife brought down like just random things that you just wouldn't
Yeah.
think that you would need, and toys
Yeah.
for the kids.
All right, yeah.
That's
And
awesome.
And he
they
brought
were
like
so
books,
sweet.
and they brought like DVDs, and I've always
Football.
Jeff is a really. And the thing about Jeff is like the great thing about wrestling is like Max and I we grew up in the same hometown.
Yeah.
We went to the same high school. It's like you don't think that you would have like a friendship that would be like a lifelong friendship. And, you know, Jeff was booking WCCW in Lawrenceburg, and he just was. I got to know. We wrestled in Glensboro a time or two, but we never was like.
Oh, I miss old Jeff in the ring.
Yeah, we never. But I'm saying like. Now, if he were to wrestle, and like even at WCCW as it progressed, we would chat like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It wouldn't be like, "Hey man, how you doing?" You know, the old wrestling handshake, and then be, "Good to see you. I'll see you next week." You know, that kind of stuff. He was like, you genuinely start to like, "Hey man, how's the kids? How's life? How's the job?" You know, you actually get to care about someone, and Jeff was one of those guys that like just chatting it up about the business, and then just a really good guy. I can't put over Jeff enough.
Yeah.
If you need any sorts of like video editing or any kind of like shots like that, he's so good.
I wish he did it again.
He's so creative, and like while we're here, is like he does have his own YouTube channel, and he has like I'm sure that he can tell you more about it, but they like Bigfoot hunt, I believe it is.
Yeah.
And they have like a series.
So good.
They have a series on
Really?
YouTube. Yes, I swear.
I need to check his stuff out
Tell
then.
Jeff, if Jeff is still in the chat, please
send us
tell him to
send
like
us a link.
put a link in there. But it's so cool that he has like it's a big deal. He's worked really hard at what it does.
We'd love to have him on again.
They literally had like a Bigfoot festival, and we put on a student show.
Yeah.
Like in the
Was that in
middle of this
Lawrenceburg?
Bigfoot.
It
I know it's in
was.
Lawrenceburg, yeah.
And,
was that when Wildman burnt his feet?
Yes, that's when brother Dustin he had went to his gimmick was to go barefoot, and he went to the ring, and it was just so hot, and it was blacktop, and he got in there.
He didn't tape his feet or nothing.
It's like I'm not laughing at the pain because I was like, oh, I would hate to be in that position,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
like
I could do that.
I was like, why in the fuck is he on the ring,
like
on the on the ropes walking like a possum? I was like, I understand he's like this out of wild man character, and but it was because he had burnt his feet.
Oh yeah,
And,
Like,
on the blacktop.
on the
Yeah,
blacktop, he had blisters
And the ring itself, like because
Oh, 'cause
whenever
y'all were outside?
whenever you have
Oh,
an
okay.
outside
Yeah.
show and you have
Yeah.
a black canvas, it just draws the sun all day long.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
and then
sure.
if you
Yeah.
touch it, like don't even just imagine you're laying down there to take a pin, or you have to get on the mat.
Yeah.
This guy here is completely barefoot. He's an Appalachian like wild man, and it's like, hey man, you can put boots on or you can tape your feet.
Yeah.
He's like, no, because like
That's not
I'm
what
an
I do.
Appalachian wild man. He's like, I would not. He wouldn't wear shoes. He never would have shoes on any other time. I'm not going to put them on now because it would kill the whole thing about
They
it.
had like food trucks there. Thank God. We had to get a stick of butter and just cut it in half.
Yeah,
and
it was
put it on
bad.
his feet.
Yeah.
Oh,
Rub it down
wow.
his feet.
And he still like wanted to train the next day. He was at
Yeah.
training ready, first one in the
Yeah.
door to help set up the ring, and
Yeah.
he was a
always,
leader.
yeah, an
He's a
example.
good brother.
Y'all-
man,
y'all
he
still doing the
really
school?
was. We are. We have school. We teach Wednesdays and Sundays.
Okay. So
We're
y'all are busy.
always accepting students. We have seminars like we just like we're gonna brand it like everything legendary seminar series is what we've got for this year. And we in the past we used to do Legends Pro Wrestling Academy, but for all these years it's like, even no disrespect to you guys, it's like, man, we've been so happy to have you on. I've been waiting to have you on, but like for so long, it's like I understand it's like I have been there, but like without these two here across the table, that's why I told you it's like it's everything legendary, because like they are here, without them two there is no Legends
part of the
Pro
team,
Wrestling.
yeah.
Of course. So I feel like it's only necessary that we have the everything legendary seminar series, which it covers so much. I could definitely tell you my experiences. I could tell you, our seminars I feel are like highly, if you've never took one, then I say this as humbly as possible, is like we put a lot of work into like the care of pro wrestling and those that come to
we can
us.
we can tell y'all do. That y'all really take this stuff serious.
We got to. I mean, I feel like we've been in this almost a quarter of a century. March next year will be 25 years, and he's right there with me.
Yeah.
So
I'm not that old.
But the thing is like the thing about us is that we enjoy it so much to the fact that we almost want it more than they want it, and it's just like, because we know wrestling has given so much to us, and it's allowed us to see the country. It's allowed us to, there's no way we would be able to see or experience what we have. But I can't, a lot of times I get like, I know that it's like, oh Larry, but like truly, I mean,
it's a whole team.
Yeah, it's a team, man.
yeah.
We can't, picking up and dropping
Me and
off at
Larry
airports
almost
and
wrestling really almost divorced me and Larry. He got me on a plane one time to Washington, and we was really fine. And then we started going up, and I looked at him. I was like, "I'm divorcing you." I want you to know that right now. We did not. We're still together. We're still married.
Are you scared to fly?
But I was.
It was her first time.
Yeah.
Like,
and it was moving and grooving, and I was like, "We have kids."
We had-
I'm
man,
like,
golly.
Sounds good though. Like moving and grooving does
That
not
was-
make it seem less appealing.
No.
Like if somebody told me it's like you're gonna get on this thing and it's
Yeah.
gonna move and
Did we
groove,
go
I'm like,
to-
I'm getting on that.
did we have
It
to
was
like
so
board
fun.
at like St. Didn't we have to like get dropped? Didn't I have a show in like St. Louis area?
Yeah,
and then I got we had to get
What was it,
dropped
St.
off.
Louis
One
to
of the
Chicago?
students, one of the students like dropped us off, drove us to the show. We wrestled the show, and then he drove us to St. Louis airport, and then we waited forever. It felt like, and then remember we had no
yes.
carry on. I was like, who
Yes.
the fuck doesn't get a carry on? And it was like really like almost like Karen moment, right? But it's like, all right, we're on the chill out. Like, okay, we're
Yeah.
getting ready to go on the other side of the country here.
Paige had to throw her purse away, like in the
was
garbage.
nuts.
Oh yeah, that happens. Yeah.
It was nuts. But I mean,
I try to put everything in a backpack and just like.
We learned, yeah.
and then we got to Chicago, didn't it? It was like the runway.
We lost our gear or something.
I remember we were like sitting in the seat and you looked over at me and you were like, hey, I don't know much, but if I look out this window, if we're on this plane
Right.
and our bags are going that way, they are not going to be in Washington when we get there, and they were not.
And if you've ever been to Chicago, like
Yeah, I've
the
been to
airport,
Chicago, yeah.
so like it's just God. I mean, it's
Huge.
flat, and like you run from one side to the other.
and they were so rude.
We were the
They were
last
so
three,
bad.
and like you could tell, like when we got on the plane, they was like, "Finally,"
Yeah,
like
we've been waiting for you guys.
everybody on the flight was just like, "Okay."
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Holding it for the celebrities. We're on our way.
Right, and then we finally got there in our main cabin. But it was
First
good.
class main cabin.
We had fun, and we got
It's always a good
to
time.
where it was Seattle, and there's like our luggage was in Denver.
Yes.
In Denver.
Y'all going for a show?
Yeah, we had a camp that weekend.
Oh,
Yeah,
we
we had 2 days of
Yeah.
seminars, classes, and every day after, as soon as the seminar's over, they would do a show.
Right.
So we had two seminars, 2 shows, and I remember I was sitting there that first night and. I'm supposed to go on after intermission, and my gear is not there. Like
wow.
they had to send a guy to the airport
What was
to
I
pick
doing?
my gear.
What was
up.
I doing?
Oh, yeah, we get there and they're like, "Hey, Larry, sorry your opponent canceled. Do you think would you have a problem just like aging in and like hanging out and talking to the
Absolutely.
guys?"
I mean,
It's like,
damn shucks.
oh gosh, yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
man, dang it. Yeah, that's a damn shame. Yeah, absolutely. Would
While
love to
I'm
help
sitting
put these
there
matches together.
calling a match with no gear, trying to put my gear on
catch-
as they're like, "We're getting ready to go back in
Yeah.
2 minutes."
I catch way too much fire to like
I
agent
think
and
my
produ-
match, I just shaved a beard. A mustache. It was a mustache.
Oh, yeah,
I
the
shaved
guy
it.
you had him
like, 'cause
shave
me
his-
and Larry.
yeah.
That was
had
the
like-
second night.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
on
was
the first night we
Okay.
teamed, and then the guys got on us. Larry made the save, and then we came back for the 6th
Okay.
person in the cage.
Yeah.
Me
What was
and-
the
me and
what was
Larry
that
had went
hotel?
by
It was
ourselves one
Oh,
time.
it was the Red
old school
Lion.
as shit. Yeah.
Red Lion, and
Oh,
they had
yeah.
the most amazing like double pillow top mattresses. And I had this room all to myself, 2 beds, and there was a channel that played like 24-hour Friends.
Yeah.
And I remember I called home and I
He's a
said,
heaven, right?
yeah, I called home and I said, guess what I'm doing? And it was like, no, it's not what you think.
Man.
It's 24-hour Friends on the TV.
Yeah.
And she's like, hey, that's cool,
God.
but like we're not on the same time zone. Do you think you could call me back
We
in the
have
morning?
been, we have absolutely been
4-hour
in
difference
some
over there, yeah.
scenarios. Do you mind to grab another water?
Yeah,
by
give me another
chance?
water, Johnny.
Thank you.
Hey, Johnny, check the feed and see if the sound is okay.
The Rocky Top.
Rocket Top.
Oh, with the hotel.
the
and
hotel, and I was like, oh
the
no.
painting
Yeah,
or
we
the
went for-
drawing.
we
I
went
think I
for
had
the-
2 TikToks on that. It was
yeah.
like room 106. This
I don't
is
even
room
want to
106.
mention the company
No,
name.
I'm not
It was
going to do that.
It was sad. It was
It
a
was
sad
terrible.
experience.
It was
We've
awful.
been around.
Like Max had a seminar, so we usually will do. Thank you. We usually will do seminars, together. But Max, I was like, yes, Max has this solo seminar. I was like, we'll go down early. I'll kick back in the car, lean my head back, and we pull up, and the ring wasn't even set up, and it was already starting 10 minutes or something.
Yeah, he's
Give me-
like,
give me a water, Johnny.
He's like, just you can just hang out while we get the ring up, and then like bad weather was coming, and they had an outside show.
And was this a Rocky
And
Top? You said.
This was in Rocky Top, Tennessee.
Okay.
Yeah. We like I said, we won't mention the company because it's not worth.
Okay.
It's not worth like bad mouthing. And if you go, you'll be able to see the story.
It was hilarious though, but like I remember pulling up and I was like, "Oh boy, I know I've been here before."
Larry's like, "Hey, just if you could, go get the keys, to the room because I'll stay in the car. But if nothing else, I'll take our stuff to the room while you're teaching."
Yeah.
And I brought him back the key, and he looked at me and he told me, he said, "From the second I saw the key you brought back, I knew exactly what was about to happen."
I was like, I've been in this a long time, and I've had a lot of room keys. I've had them like digital. I've had them you can scan them, and this here was just like an old school, like
key.
hard plastic, like put it in key. And I was like, these rooms ain't gonna be worth it.
We had one room. No, the one room we had was it Detroit right after you got signed? That was a key, and they had like he had made his own food that
remember
night
when, like, we-
and brought it to us. And
We
this,
had also
like,
went.
grits.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
It's like
Okay,
grits and chicken and
Like,
barbecue.
it was
Really?
like-
Was it good?
Oh my
it was
god!
awesome,
Yes,
but like
it was so
like
good.
it was like when I got offered my contract, it was at remind me No
Revolver.
Surrender. Yes, but it was the Impact Revolver.
Yeah.
But it was No Surrender, and I got offered the contract, and we were headed home, and then D'Lo Brown's like, "Oh, I want to put you right to work, baby.
Yeah.
You need to turn right back around and hit." So we got like this room. It
So
was like
D'Lo was booking. those shows?
D'Lo was like one of the talent like liaison out.
Okay,
Like
okay.
my
Like a producer.
yes, like I have a great respect for D'Lo Brown, and like I never thought that I would be able to like personally, like because
Have a
I
friendship
was an
with him.
Attitude Era was the man, you know. What
Oh
I'm saying?
yeah, D'Lo was badass.
Yeah, so like D'Lo, like I confided in D'Lo a whole lot, even in when I was talking about my release.
He had that great frog splash.
and he just he called me. He was like, we're in Detroit tomorrow.
Did you know him at that point when he called?
No, I never did. Like,
He's like, "This is D'Lo." You're like, "Oh,
yeah,
let's go."
yeah, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
I met it
That's
when
me.
I actually got up there. The bar was called the Rattlesnake, and that's when I met D'Lo.
I have video of the
Yeah.
match right after he got signed.
But yeah, I can't go without I can't put over those guys either without saying thanks to like Sammy Callahan. Because
Oh, yeah.
Without Revolver, without that kind of like rub they gave me, then there's no way, But
Yeah,
I was very blessed to do that for sure.
Yeah.
it was fun. It was really fun.
So the DeMont guy, did you know him? The
Scott DeMore.
Scott DeMore.
Yeah. I mean, he was vice president at the time.
Yeah.
And then Don Callis was president at the time.
Okay, Don
Yeah.
Callis too. Okay.
And I remember we went to Chicago. What was it? Before Bound for Glory, and I wrestled AC for the contract.
Oh, is it the Lexington?
No. This was even before the contract. Like AC was already signed, and I
think it was a Revolver show, right?
No, it was somewhere in Chicago. But anyway, is like I had wrestled a lot of those shows. Like even when Johnny Impact was there in Dayton, I wrestled Johnny Impact, and I wrestled Eddie Edwards. I wrestled all those guys in Dayton, and like Don Callis would just like walk by you. He's a busy man. It's not like he was being an asshole, But like I'll never forget in Chicago that night that I wrestled AC. I was walking backstage, and he walked by and he was like, "Big man," he's like, "You ready to deliver that right hand tonight?" And I was like, "Motherfucker, I'm on my way."
That's cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. But
That's cool.
it was just a climb. It was just
Yeah.
like anything else. You get what you put in it, and
That's a pretty big deal, man. I mean,
it really is. It really
with
is.
those guys.
Max and
He
I.
really, Larry talks a lot of shit, but he really doesn't put himself over like he
Yeah,
should.
yeah.
It really-
I mean, it's
like,
you don't
he-
really understand. I
Yeah.
think that's the problem with, and I might stir feathers, but like I think it's the problem with wrestling today is that it's so hobbyish, and no one takes it as serious as they should because they can always stay local, they can always stay within the same promotion. But like, I can't tell you what traveling done for me, and how.
And there's guys like you guys that put it really serious, and
Of course.
Appalachian Mountain Wrestling, and you guys,
Of course,
that they take it. You
You've
guys
just
take it
gotta-
so serious,
you
but
just
then
got-
there's the guys that just are doing it for the weekends.
It is, and there's nothing wrong with
No,
that.
there's nothing
I'm not
wrong with
saying
it.
that, but I'm just saying like some people sometimes give themselves a sense of false hope. And you know what my point is that Max and I were chatting yesterday about like, man, even then I had my children from another marriage to where, you know, we were on a bi-weekly schedule and I was working 7 till 3. I'd come home by 3:30, get in the shower, see the kids as I'm walking back out the door, you know, and there would be times that like I would be driving by myself and like, man, I want to stay home. And like I would cry, you know, I would literally cry when it would just be there just because I was going through a lot, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
But
you have to be willing to push harder than your feelings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I felt like when I wrestled Jonathan Gresham, I was like, I can do this. You know, like I can hang with the best of the best. And, And then I start to get more opportunities. I start to get an opportunity at Rockstar Pro Wrestling and, you know, IWA and yada, yada, yada. But it really came with Revolver because, like, they had world-class, you know, stars of, like, you know, Shane Strickland. You know, you got just anybody that's everybody, you know, Killer Cross. I wrestled Killer Cross for the Revolver World title. You know, just there you can go back and do your history. It's like, hard work will get you there, but the problem is like not a lot of people are willing to put into that because I can't say that I would I can't say that I would blame them if someone was crying and they turned around to go back home to their kids. You know, I can't say I would blame them, but I also can say this is that once I did sign my national television contract, once I did get to like make my own way, I now get to enjoy life, even not under a contract. That like I march to the beat of my own drum. I can see my sons and my daughter, and like we just go and we have such a good time. Like me and Carter.
Where's this other son? You have a son and daughters.
Oh, sorry. I can spend, you know, like anytime. Like Carter and I, we do so much, you know. And the girls, they're almost grown.
Is he playing football?
He is. He's a starting center for Great Crossings High School.
He's 15 and he is 6 foot tall.
Y'all in Georgetown.
Also,
I don't tell you where y'all are, but
while we're talking about
a good
that,
school up there.
It is.
They got a beautiful field up there.
Oh my God!
My son plays for Bryan Station.
I got you.
Oh, wait, did we go against them? Bryan Station?
Yeah.
He's a freshman, so next year he'll be move up, so he'll be a sophomore next year.
Carter's a sophomore. He'll be a junior, but
he's a defensive end, I think.
We're doing a fundraiser on May the 15th.
For the school?
It's Talons Up 2.
Oh, awesome.
It's right there in Georgetown at the Great Crossings High School at 7 o'clock. It's on a Friday night. It'll be our second one. You know, we got a lot of cool things coming up with Generation Next Pro Wrestling, and one being like April the 4th, we have our 5th anniversary. And, you know,
5 years?
Your boy's in a TLC match. You know, it's probably the biggest match that I've had since I have wrestled for Generation Next Pro Wrestling. And, you know, it's just... I'm excited for
who you going against?
Corey Calhoun and Kellen Craven.
Kellen Craven. Yeah, we'd had Kellen on.
Very, very good talent, but not, you know,
these were your students, right?
Yeah, but they're obviously not up to my level. You know, I feel like I feel like where we're at, and it's just I'm pushing another level. I hope that they're ready. You know,
he's an ex-champ, right?
Corey is the current champion,
and Kellen is he's a former champion.
They're great young gentlemen, but they're just, you know, I mean, I feel like it's just got real, you know, and it's you know, you said it like, you know, I've lost almost 30 pounds. I've lost 27
you
pounds.
You looked great when you came in. I was
since
surprised.
The first of the year. It's like, you know, I think again, you know, if you be a hobbyist. But I want to be pro wrestler, you know.
Yeah, you are
that's
a
just
pro
the way
wrestler.
you know. I want pro wrestlers around me. I want the best of the best.
And
you know?
we check out y'all's cards. I don't get get down to y'all's shows as much as I want to, but like you have like Alex Zane come over and like that dude. I'm a big fan of Alex Zane.
He's a great person.
Yeah,
he's just a good guy.
Yeah, and who else y'all having on there?
I mean, Max, you can unload him. Max is your man.
So he's the guy that knows
I know
everything.
which one I'm focused on. That's the most important to me.
It'll be a huge main event. Like you have to think is that you know, Corey Calhoun, he is the leader of Deliverance. That is not just a faction. That he considers that his family. He models himself after his trainer Cody Rhodes, and Cody Rhodes has his Nightmare Factory. Yeah. He considers that his family, right? And Corey talked about for a very long time how he felt like he had to finish the story. He had to be the Gen Next heavyweight champion. Well, he used the Ultimate Opportunity contract, and he did just that. And he hasn't just been the champion. He hasn't just finished his story. He is writing a whole new book. For 1 year straight, Corey Calhoun has been a dominant Gen Next World Heavyweight Champion. On the other side of the coin, you have the second challenger, which is Kellen Craven. He is the Devil of Sin City. He is a 2-time Gen Next heavyweight champion. He is a 2-time TGI winner. The TGI, to me, is the most prestigious tournament in the state of Kentucky if you want to prove that you are the best professional wrestler. When you talk about names like Alex Zane, when you talk about names like Aaron Williams, when you talk about names like Carson Drake, who is a national name for the NWA, lots of guys come to our company all throughout the entire year, but once a year in February, it's really special because we host a one-night tournament where you can't just say that you're the best. You have to prove you're the best. And Kellen Craven is the only man who can say that he has not just won the first ever TGI. He has won 2 TGIs straight. Okay, wow. He has went through some of the best talent in the entire world. 2-time Gen Next heavyweight champion. It's hard enough to be a one-time champion, to be the guy on top. This guy's done it twice. He has won 2 TGIs. He is not just a homegrown talent. This guy right here is a talent. He is one of the best kept secrets in professional wrestling. So when you have those 2 guys, it is not going to be light work. But the third guy, sitting across the table right here, is an Impact Wrestling
the one that's really
there's no light work on that guy.
He is an NWA superstar. Yeah. He has been all over the world, and just recently, he is the winner of the first ever generational survival match. Pretty much, if you imagine our form of survival, you have the cages on the outside of the ring. Imagine how you would like the Elimination Chamber. Guys are locked in these cages and they're let loose, and there can only be one survivor, and that survivor was Larry D. And Larry,
obviously,
he didn't just win the match; he won the Ultimate Opportunity contract, the same contract that has done in Kellen Craven 2 times before. Both times that Kellen Craven has been the heavyweight champion, he has lost that championship because of the Ultimate Opportunity contract. This is a contract that is good for anytime, anywhere, any place, no questions asked, a championship opportunity for the winner, and it has 100% success rate. I don't know if you know that. It's like if you go up to bat and every time you hit a home run, anybody that has ever had this contract and cashed it in has went on to become the Gen Next heavyweight champion. Jackie Thad cashed the contract in, he became the champion. Corey Calhoun cashed the contract in, he became the champion. The current contract holder is Larry D, and he, unlike anybody else, he's not back jumping. The guy said, hey, I'm not creeping in the back door. I'm telling you when I'm cashing in and when I'm coming. Kellen Craven, he won the TGI. That got him the opportunity to wrestle for the heavyweight title on one of our biggest shows of the year, the 5th anniversary show. Winning TGI automatically gets you in that main event. It gets you a championship opportunity. Think about how big this last big main event, this survival match was, right? Corey Calhoun was the heavyweight champion. He doesn't have to be in a match to win a contract to get a shot at the heavyweight title because he is the champion. Yeah. He entered himself into the match because he said, I'm taking the target off of my back. I'm going to win this match. I'm going to rip up the contract, and then there will be no contract. There will be no target. Kellen Craven got into that match not because he needed a title opportunity. He has a guaranteed shot at the anniversary show. He got in that match because he wanted to get his hands on Larry D so bad and to keep that contract away from somebody like Larry D, because in his hands, that is danger. In his hands, that is almost a guaranteed World Heavyweight Championship. Well, he failed. He did not get the job done. Larry D walked out of the survival match. He has the Ultimate Opportunity contract, and he is cashing it in. We're going to see it on April 4th, the 5th anniversary show, a triple threat TLC match for the Gen Next Heavyweight Championship. You've got the champion of 1 year, Corey Calhoun.
So how do you win this? How do you win this match?
You have to climb
Pinfall?
up and you got to take down.
Yeah,
you got to take the belt.
championship.
Okay.
But it's anything goes. Tables, ladders, chairs. Every bit of that is legal. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the end of the day, it's just like you get so tired of just going through the motions and not going through the motions anymore. And I'm coming April the 4th, and I'm bringing absolute. I can't tell you.
Where's this going to be at?
This will be at Cynthiana City Hall Gym with a 7 o'clock bell time. I can't tell you I've been in a tables, ladders, and chair match when they meant absolutely nothing, but this one means absolutely everything. And I'm not even trying to be a funny here. I'm just telling you that I'm absolutely bringing everything that I have. I'm not going to the gym 4 times a week, 5 times a week for just shits and giggles. I'm going.
You tell you've been there. You've been at the gym.
I'm going when I don't want to go. I'm eating foods that while I watch the rest of my family sit around and eat the best of foods. I guarantee you, I got my chicken, I got my rice, I got my. I'm ready. I hope that for the sakes of the other two, I hope they're ready.
What are you weighing right now?
You know, I'm weighing in at 309 pounds. I'll weigh in tomorrow, and I'm hoping, and the thing is, I really don't worry about numbers. It's like I feel great.
Yeah.
I feel like for too long, it's like whenever my father passed away, whenever my mother passed away, whenever we had a house fire, everyone kind of counted me out. And it's
you
like,
look like you. I knew. I seen you back then, and I was thinking, 23 he's going through a lot.
23 and 24 try to get me. 25 show me where it's at, and 26 I'm here. It's like I still have plenty of gas left in the tank. I feel like there's unfinished business at TNA Wrestling. I feel like there's unfinished business at NWA Wrestling. But ultimately, at the end of the day, it's like right now my focus is going into a table, ladder, and chair match. I understand those are young guys. They're great, but I hope that they're ready because I'm working, and that goes for everybody. Like I'm working. Like I want filling them calendars.
But they could totally lead a cult. Just listen to you guys. Totally could lead a cult. Second of all, you also could sell snow to Alaska.
Here's something, and we're best friends, so I don't pull any punches.
Right.
So
you know how it is.
That's it.
We will be each other's throats.
Here's the thing, though, and I think it's the thing that you are not. You're at least not. You're not opening up to me. You're not opening up to your wife. Maybe you'll open up on a public forum. So if we think about it, if we think back to like everything that's been going on, we talk about the TGI and how important it is. So at the TGI, you had an opportunity. You had a really big opportunity to make your dreams come true, and a lot of people, since you've come back. There are people that have said, like, did this guy come back? Is this like a nostalgia thing? Hey, did this guy come back? Is it maybe he shouldn't have came back? Maybe he ain't got still what he has. Maybe he's not the Impact guy anymore. Maybe he's not the NWA guy anymore. Maybe he's just doing it. He ain't got that go. I think you're proving him wrong on that front. But when we got into the TGI, you hesitated to pull the trigger on Kellen Craven. It was you and Kellen Craven, and you hesitated, and Kellen Craven pinned your shoulders to the mat for 3 seconds. And a lot of people think that, at the end of the night, that the reason that you came back out at the end of the night, when Kellen Craven won his second TGI, he's standing there, we present him with a trophy, and you back jump him. You cleared an entire locker room all by yourself. But a lot of people think that it's because you're second guessing yourself, that you can't pull the trigger when it matters, and you can back jump him and you can do all these things, but he's pinned your shoulders to the mat. He has beaten you. You haven't beaten him.
I agree. I can't sit there and argue that fact, but I can tell you that it just got real in that moment. You're right. It's like, far too long I have tried to care, oh, I got to do this. It's like I had Kellen Craven. If I hit Kellen Craven with that right hand, had I not pulled that right hand, that'd be an entirely different story. Like, you can't sit here and tell me after 25 years of knowing me and watching everything that I've done and sit there and tell me that if I didn't make one crucial mistake, and I will own up. See, unlike a lot of wrestlers, I own up to mine. You know what I mean? I don't have to cut no corners with nobody. I own up. I should have punched him, but it's always that one moment of man, You know, that's a really good key. Like you allow yourself.
And maybe it wasn't a mistake. Maybe it was something that you needed to fire yourself
it
up with.
absolutely was a mistake. You know, there's no doubt about it, because here's the thing. My mistake cost me. Kellen Craven didn't care enough about me when I cared enough about him, because he jumped the gun before I did. The way I see it is like Kellen Craven turned his back on me. Why wouldn't Kellen Craven stop? Why didn't Kellen Craven stop there? Why did he take advantage of my situation, right? You know, because I mistakenly cared about Kellen Craven in a moment than I did myself.
Yeah.
And the thing, and I'm glad that you brought it up, because both of you have been asking me, and I'm glad that I can finally tell you, you know, and you know, I know that we've had a really good time here thus far, but we're getting down to business now, you know, and I'm dead ass serious. Come April the 4th, I hope they're ready. I hope they're ready to hurt. I hope they're ready to, I hope they're ready. I'm ready. I know what it feels like to go through a ladder. I know what it feels like to bleed. I know what it feels like to whatever the hell we got to do. I know that I'm willing to go that mile. And I hope that they are too.
We know that, you know, since you've been back and really your entire career, the one thing that people know about you, the one thing that I know, if anybody asks me, you know, what is the story of Larry D, is I tell them straight out, is that it's one right hand away. One right hand away from changing your life, changing her life, changing those kids' life. And you've told me, you said, I'm one right hand away from being, you know, the TNA champion. I'm one right hand away from being the NWA champion. I'm one right hand away from being that Gen Next champion. But every time that you've had an opportunity to get that Gen Next heavyweight championship, no matter who the guy is on the other side of the ring, you haven't got it done. You know, by hook or by crook, the champion has walked out with that championship. And the thing is, it's like, are we at the point now to where you're willing to do absolutely anything, because one right hand isn't going to do it anymore? You got to turn the edge. I don't know.
I feel like when Generation Next first opened, I was quite on the road a bit, and I was very good. And I think that circumstances happened to where I wasn't at my top. I'm sitting here, I'm telling you right now, I wasn't at my best. I had so much, but I'm telling you right now, I'm better than my best now. I know where I'm at physically. I know what I'm capable of then. I know what I'm capable of now. The difference between then was traveling the country, learning it. Now I have traveled the country and know it. I am the smartest professional wrestler in the state of Kentucky. When I put that against anybody, I am the very best. When you look at across the ring, you know that you have the very best wrestler the state of Kentucky has. I'm not being mean. I'm just being God's honest right now. I'm looking at you and everybody in this room and the camera and this nice screen and everything that we're up here. But God's honest truth, I'm the best wrestler in the state of Kentucky, and I can prove it to anybody that wants to get in the ring. And I can tell you their eyes will get that wide before we go through the curtain and when we get out there. It's just the way it is. So those boys, I hope, and I say boys because they have an opportunity to prove to me that they can be men. Right now, they are boys in my world. And come a tables, ladders, and chair match, it just makes it that much more dangerous. And I'm like I say, what I got to lose? I've been here 25 years. I've signed a national television contract. I've traveled the country. I've got to wrestle a lot. What I got to lose? I hope they understand that.
It's true, but, you know, at the same time, like you say, what do you got to lose? And normally, you know, I would go, well, you know, you're the challenger. You got nothing to lose except for your opportunity, but who knows how many more opportunities you got it back.
That's fine.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what you have to lose is, like, if one of these kids pulls it out on you, if one of these kids beats you, what you may have to lose is that people go, we were right. He can't pull the trigger no more. He can't get it done.
Yeah, we'll have to find out April 4th.
Absolutely. Hey, listen, I'm not doubting you, man.
No,
I've been in the gym
I'm
with
just
you.
being honest
I'm
with
so
you.
excited about this match now.
I'm so excited about seeing it because
it's going to miss this.
It's going to be a main event unlike anything else, and it is 5 years. I
am absolutely so sick of like, oh, you can't. No, bullshit. Come April 4th. Let's see if he's lost it. Anybody that has ever doubted me since I lost my father, anyone that's ever doubted me since I've lost my mother, anyone that's ever doubted me since I've lost our home and everything with the house fire, anybody that's ever doubted me, you want to see the purest form of Larry D since then, I promise you, get the fucking ticket. I'm not trying to be. I'm sorry. I'm
No,
just,
you're
I'm just
good.
telling
You're
you.
good.
Also, there's
No, this is fire.
Paige is also in the match.
No, this
so-
is awesome. I'm
Paige is also
so
there.
excited about this match now.
That's it. And 5 years in the making.
Yeah.
I bet he is.
The
I bet
big
he
thing
is.
is like I feel like it's like when we started this, it's not just a thing called Generation Next Pro Wrestling. It's like we talked about. It's like, hey, we could have easily just said, okay, we're going to continue doing primetime wrestling. We had done primetime wrestling for years, and we said, no, we want to do something different. We don't want to just fall on what we've done. Let's create something. Let's build something, and that is all around the next generation of professional wrestling. And, it's so exciting because for 5 years, we have built the next generation of pro wrestling. Some of the best up-and-coming young lions in professional wrestling, some of the biggest names.
Tell us some of you guys. Tell us some of your...
the thing is like it tells itself. Anybody that is a fan of Generation Next Pro Wrestling knows the guys like Kellen Craven, like Jackie Thad.
Yeah.
You have the guys like Aaron Gray coming out of nowhere, this like Doom Switch kid. He's like a monster. But the thing that I'm getting at is like for 5 years, we've built the next generation.
Yes, you have.
I believe at this point now, I'm looking at my best friend, I'm seeing in his eyes, and it might be that time that
you can
maybe
tell.
we have focused for so long on building that next generation that some of them have took for granted that it's like, dad's gonna lift us up. He's trying to take a back seat, a back burner, because he's trying to put that spotlight on us, and it could be that time to be just a little bit
just
selfish.
got real.
Yeah,
I mean, it just got real. And again, there's far more than I understand. That TLC is you better be there, but like there's 2 women matches there. A lot of people, we hear a lot like, we need more women wrestling, and by gosh, Generation Next is bringing it because we got 2 women's events down there. It's you got Alexis Littlefoot. She's challenging.
I was just going to
Paige.
talk about her, man. She's awesome. I had her in.
She's traveled around. She's done very well for herself. Paige.
We've had her in the studio when she was brand new. I think she had like
she's had
4
wins.
matches. I was like, I know I'm not going to get her back in the studio.
Yeah,
she get in there now.
She beat Alicia Fox.
Yeah,
That's
I
a former Divas champion. She's been all over the world doing amazing things.
I was in
being the ring
Vegas
with some
last
great
year.
People, yeah.
I was in Vegas last year. I was going to go see a GCW event, and I went into the casino and I run into her in Vegas. Yeah. She's like, "What are you doing here?" I was like, "What are you doing?"
Well,
here?
she's going to run into Paige on Saturday, April 4th.
You're the champ, right?
Yeah.
I just fight. Actually, I used to fight in high school, so I don't promote this at all. But I used to fight in high school, legit fight for money. My mom was not there; she was absent. So I would fight girls that used to say that their boys would beat up on them, and they didn't. Yeah. So when I wrestle, I come for blood, and I mean that 100%.
You've been to the gym. We can tell you've been to the gym.
Oh, just a little bit.
Yeah,
here and there.
okay.
No.
All you guys are looking great. Max has slimmed down a lot.
Yeah, Max and Larry look really good.
She works the kettlebells whenever, the thing about and I can speak for her is that I see it. We have 4 children, and we got to make time. And whenever there's times that, bless her, because there's times that she could be that wife that goes, well, I can't go to the gym. You should not go either. But she will stay home and she will do kettlebells, and, she'll let Annie stay right there on that tablet. But, what I'm getting at is like she still does those kettlebells. She's still there working. She's still putting that work in. She's she's coming for a fight.
And like you said earlier,
she ain't got to be flashy. I know this woman for a long time. She doesn't have to be flashy, but I can tell you, like she's gonna hit you.
It's not just Larry D. It's the whole group.
I agree.
Guys, and I can tell y'all all have the same attitude as you have right now.
He's just our cult leader.
It's all taken. Take it serious, or I think that so again, so many people play wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
So many people just want to go to work and talk about the weekend wrestling, but they don't live it, and. The thing about it is like I absolutely eat it up still 25 years later almost. I'm ready. I'm still pushing the pedal, and it's it's a curse. You just gotta.
Your son's gonna do it too.
Carter's been a little trained up. You know, he's focusing on football. He's a very talented football player. He's very strong.
How old is he now?
He's 15. He'll be 16 in July.
My son's 15 too.
Yeah,
he's very talented, very strong, but he's very
he's a big
blessed
boy, right?
on the football field. He's 6'1", probably 240 pounds.
Oh wow, he's as big as me.
Yeah, he just won his first
powerlifting meet.
competition.
Wow,
and. He's blessed. You know, I hope he does whatever. You know, I hope he turns out better than I am. You know, that's the goal at the end of the day. You know,
proud parents we are.
But then, you know, on the other hand, you've got, you know, back to this event, you've got Stevie Ash.
He's really excited.
I'm ready. I'm ready for April 4th.
You're ready.
You know, I'm telling you, I'm ready.
You got a huge card because you have to think too. Is like, you know, you talk about like the history and what we're doing here, and you've got two homegrowns from this company. Alexis Littlefoot has went out and she's did a whole lot around the world. But while she's been going around the world, Paige Jones has been holding it down in Gen X, and she's been holding it down in Gen X for a very long time, trying to show that women can do anything that men can do. Yeah. That, you know, one of the things that made me the most proud last year was when Paige Jones finally became the Gen X Women's Champion. We went out, and it was a real moment where, you know, the kids are there, we're there, and we are clapping because she deserves her flowers. She works hard at home. She works hard in her professional life. She works hard in the ring. She has done nothing but try to be loyal to this company and this brand and herself, and still become the very best women's wrestler that she possibly can be. She is the exact definition of what you want as a loyal, homegrown Gen Next heavyweight champion. But the thing is, it's like, here's Alexis Littlefoot, who is, you know, also homegrown from our system, and
has a lot of she had a lot of go too.
She couldn't be that. It was, you know, the world within Gen Next is too small to hold her. She had to go out and she had to see the bright lights,
if you haven't,
the big cities.
Man, if there was guys with as much ambition as she has,
right?
That's it.
I've told Paige this. It's like, you know, all of these are things that I've told Paige to prove. You're not looking at the same Alexis Littlefoot that you have a month, 6 months, a year ago. Well, like, you're looking at a very solid Alexis Littlefoot.
She's been doing this, what, 2-3 years now, right?
Yeah, our very first show in January, you know, we get the call, and Alexis Littlefoot says, "Hey, I'm ready to come home. I'm ready to start the year right. I'm just going to take that Gen Next title." And she thought she was just going to walk in and walk over Paige Jones, and you know, hey, when I'm in Vegas and when I'm working these big names, and when I'm in front of the lights and the cameras, and when I'm on TV, when I'm out there with the rap stars, I'm gonna pack that Gen Next title, and you know, I'm gonna make you guys proud. And she walked in here, and she came within an eyelash of becoming the Gen Next Women's Champion. Her one mistake is that she decided she was gonna get frustrated at the end. She thought it would be an easy walk, and it wasn't. Yeah. Paige won't stay down. Paige won't stop fighting.
About Tim Joneses, they don't stay down, baby.
She's gonna be ready though.
That's it. But she grabbed that.
About Tim Joneses won't stay down.
She grabbed that championship belt. She tried to use it. That was her Achilles heel. That's what failed her.
Sir.
Paige Jones put her away, but you know, she's learned from that. She is ready to come back. She says, "Hey, it's the anniversary. We can't have an anniversary without me coming home. You know, I'm one of you. I come from the Legends Pro Wrestling Academy. I come from Gen Next.
Absolutely.
The thing is, like, I'm proud of her, but you ain't gonna walk in here and you ain't gonna walk over.
She's got to earn it.
And it is going to be one heck of a women's championship match.
I'm absolutely excited.
I'm
to see
psyched about this match now.
You know, I'm pulling for the wife here. You know, I mean, she's been working hard. I know Alexis has been working hard, and again, I mean, this whole card is absolutely.
Who else is? What other matches y'all have on this card?
You know, Ash and
we have another women's competition. Yeah. So you know, Stevie Ash is probably one of the most dominant women's wrestlers to come out of this system, to come out of Gen Next. She is the longest reigning Gen Next women's heavyweight champion of all time. She has a back fist that put Mickey Knuckles down. If anybody knows Mickey Knuckles fights men. She fights the tough. Best of them, and nobody has survived that spinning back fist. And you know, Stevie Ash, a member of Deliverance, she is dominant. She is another one that she doesn't know that she's a woman's wrestler because she isn't a woman's wrestler. This is just wrestling, and the women can do absolutely anything that the men can do. When we train, the girls and the guys train together and they work. Women are wrestlers, not women's wrestlers.
I hate going to some of those shows and they're like, women wrestling, you know, it's like the women wrestle different than the men, and it's different for us. I'm like, huh? What do you mean? You know, it's just it's part of evolution, I guess, of wrestling. And like back in the day, I guess there was a difference of like these are women wrestlers. You know,
you watch like WWE or AEW have a great women's division right now. These women are still in the shows. Most of the time.
And you know what the thing is that the women will probably steal the show.
We go to these. We go to
anniversary.
We go to some of these matches, and we feature a lot of wrestlers.
Right.
But Big Mama, like
I love Big Mama. Don't get me started.
She gets me so many views. I'm like, we gotta like post everything about Big Mama.
She's
a great
competitor.
like, she always takes a picture with me. She's awesome. She's awesome.
That's the great thing.
Where I get that from is like I like before I started wrestling, I was still traveling around the world with Larry, so I got to see a lot more than most people do before they even get to start. Yeah. So. And Big Mama was always there.
She's awesome.
I 100% look.
I'm
always a big fan of hers.
It's always solid. To bring people that's a good thing about like you want to bring people like Big Mama in. You want to bring people like Alexis Littlefoot. You want people like Paige Jones. You want people like Stevie Ash.
The best competitors come to Gen Next Pro Wrestling because that's where the best is.
Who is y'all's guy right now and female? Who do y'all like? Who are y'all? Be like, that's going to be a star.
Every single person that is on that roster.
Here. I mean, what have we been talking about?
So somebody
I'm being dead ass.
Somebody that y'all want to bring to Gen Next.
I don't know. I mean,
who
wants to come here?
If they want it, the door is open.
Like, absolutely. I don't think it's it's never like a. I think the biggest misconception is people think that I have some sorts of control. It's like I just throw like, hey, this guy might be good. That guy, I'm one of the guys too. It's like. Yeah. I want anyone to come. Anytime that someone new comes in that even I don't know about, I just look at the talent pool getting better, and I hope that they can push the pedal with me because that's all I'm concerned about.
Yeah.
As far as like anything else, like I absolutely help promote the shows. I absolutely help go around and try to like get as many people in here as possible. But where do we get
where do we get tickets? Like where are the people that are watching us? We got a bunch of people watching.
Yeah, we have a Ticket Bud link, and it is always active. And right now, usually
we
have
Facebook.
You can go to the Gen X page, and then you can even go to the scan code on the posters on the advertisements. It'll take you right to the ticket link. It's Ticket Bud, and just scan the barcode. It'll take you right there. And man, we have $20 VIP tickets to put you right close to the action. If you want to see,
crazy.
If you want to see the TLC match up close and personal, right there. But they're only limited.
That's a good price.
Yeah, I mean,
most of them's like $25-$30 VIP.
We do very reasonable. And then the rest of the seats anywhere in the house are $10. I mean, those floors, if $10 floor seats outside that front row, man, I'm telling you, it's a steal. And then once those floor seats are gone and you get up in the bleachers, there's not a bad seat in the house is what I'm getting at. It's like you really, and as far as the action is just nonstop. I mean, we got guys flying off the top rope. If you look at Debo Johnson, who, I've been in there with him. He's gotten himself to pretty good
who do y'all
wrestler.
Who do y'all got called in the matches? Like Bobby Blade's there?
Bobby Blade and Nick Manawa.
You know what?
One of the best teams anywhere in wrestling.
Yeah, absolutely. Nick Manawal's a good brother.
Yeah,
and we know that you guys know Lone Wolf Bobby Blade.
Oh yeah,
he always brings the character and the veteran know-all.
We brought him back to wrestling for you guys,
man. Bobby,
because he was doing nothing when we invited him on, and he was like,
"So wait a minute, so now you're taking credit? You're saying Bobby Blade was nothing until Nice Guy Andy came along?
No, Jordan Cage.
I can tell you this.
No, he had retired.
Bobby Blade has never stopped. Bobby Blade will never stop. Like inside of Bobby Blade,
yeah. Oh, I know. We know that
it never stops.
I remember having a hardcore match with Bobby Blade.
He was retired, taking care of his dad, and he was just sitting back and not doing anything in wrestling. And we brung him in. One of the big names that when we first started doing this, we brung Bobby Blade in, and he's like
technically in 2022, he was really disgruntled about professional wrestling.
No, Blade.
You know, the thing is that
not.
you got to understand, because for the longest time he was one of the founding fathers of the Four Horsemen.
Yeah.
And then when he couldn't hold that water bottle in the gym, he just thought that his career was over.
That elbow. You know what? As that elbow, like I feel bad for his hip. I bet that running elbow, the Foley elbow off the side of the apron.
Oh,
Look now. A lot has changed since the 25 years.
I seen him like last weekend throw a punch. Like he still got it.
Let me tell you this: whenever we came up, there was no like ringside mats, Bobby Blade. You'd be down, and Bobby Blade would just come run off the side of the apron with that elbow, and it's right.
You would just hear the words. He's like, stiff. All of a sudden, you just know it's like he didn't have to tell you because it's coming. I remember he used to tell me all the time.
Awesome.
It's like, man, he would throw his work punch, and it's like, hey, just hit me because there ain't no way it could be any harder.
We had a hardcore. I was probably 19 years old, and him and I had a hardcore match in Georgetown.
Oh my Jesus!
At the old convention center. And
for like the saw belt?
Tell us about
the
that.
saw blade belt.
I'm not
Did
sure.
you guys
cut
get
his
into wrestling about
leather
the same time?
jacket.
We got into the wrestling the same time, but he got into a more traditional way. Like I got into wrestling, just figuring it out. I did backyard wrestling.
Yeah.
And we would have weekly events, and then
I can remember the first time I saw you wrestling. I think MWA or KCW.
Right.
Like, and you were just this young, redheaded guy, like just a badass.
One
like,
of the
and
one of the guys
didn't talk much, but
one of the guys came every week, and he was like, "Well, I'm not going to train y'all, but I don't want y'all getting hurt." And like he taught us how to bump, and we got all the way up. I love Zodiac. Shout out to my new gear, by the way. He does great.
What's Bobby? Tommy Green was on here.
Okay, CJ.
Yeah.
Larry D. Tommy Green's in the house.
Tommy Green is the man. I remember hitting him.
Zodiac, send me my invoice. I'm ready to pay you.
I remember hitting Tommy Green one night, and every time he'd be like, tighter, all the time.
Tater?
Yeah.
How many nicknames do you have?
No, it's because I was
when you
laying
hit
it
somebody
in,
hard, it's like a hard potato.
Tighter. Oh shit! And like he would like,
every time
and he would like hit me so hard. Like
Donnie Green's on here too.
Oh my man.
I'm surprised Bear ain't on here somewhere.
Me and old Larry and Donnie Green trying to break into his car.
I love Donnie Green, man. I
story that we won't.
I love Donnie Green. Donnie Green's awesome.
Here's the thing: is like Donnie Green.
I bet Donnie's laughing his ass. A
lot of people claim to be like world famous, but like Donnie Green is actually world famous because in Japan they love the Donnie Green. They
do love the Donnie Green Power Slam.
No Bear Hibernator, but Donnie Green Power Slam all day, brother.
Donnie Green and Bear Steel are world famous.
Those guys really they talk highly of you.
I
when they're
love
in here.
Those guys.
Like I was like, try to get Larry. I was not even trying. He's like, he ain't gonna come.
I remember.
Oh, that's exactly how he sounds.
Me and Bear went and wrestled at the Tennessee State Fairgrounds. It was the old TNA Asylum back in the but when TNA moved to Florida, they still ran events there, and we did like a holiday Christmas show and went down a day early, and he stopped and got like some tequila, and like we was pulled over, and, so anyway, we was going out to a bar, and I wasn't even old enough to get in. And I remember pouring the tequila into the Pepsi bottle, and you hear, no, I know you told us not to knock on it,
you're
but
good,
he's like there, and it was like, oh shit, and he's like, this to tell you how old it was. He throws his like little flip phone, he's like, I'm just making a phone call. We're here wrestling for Burt Prentice, and but really I'm this 19-year-old, and that cop goes, I don't give a fuck what you're doing or who's here. He's like, someone got shot in the head 10 feet from where you're at right now. This is not a good place to be pulling off to make any phone calls. Get out of here. Never asked for an ID. And then that same trip, it started to snow really bad. And like, we made no money at all. I mean, they give you a little payoff, but it wasn't nothing to brag about.
Yeah.
And we had bought 1 pound of bologna, 1 loaf of bread.
I think Bear's told us this story.
Yeah, 1 loaf of bread, and we came up from Nashville, Tennessee, all the way to right here in Lexington, and it was about 7-hour trip, man. Like we was sitting there like scraping the ice off of the wind. It was that cold, you know. You'd have to drive a little bit, and these truck drivers would come and like they would splash ice all over the truck. And if you know Bear at all, he's always like, "Thanks, dude. Appreciate it, dude."
Yeah, we know Bear a lot.
Like to say thank you,
Yeah,
please.
and like he would like
love
to smoke.
those guys.
He would like to smoke Black and Milds, and he had like this little trash like bin in the middle of because he's had like
you had Big Bear then. Like, he's small now, but
and he had like a little throwaway garbage can, you know, like in the middle, and he's sitting there smoking that Black and Mild, and it catches the thing, like it starts to smoke, and I was like, oh, and he pours water in. Yeah, man, we had a lot of those guys. I tell you, I learned a lot of ins and outs of wrestling, you know, in the ring and out of the ring, and we definitely partied it up for many years. They're really good guys. I owe them a hell of a lot, and they. I
would love to get you guys in here, but in here with those two guys, man.
Yeah, man, they're really good guys. I'm blessed that they got to help out. So
he said slowest drive ever.
Yeah, it really was the slowest drive ever. But yes, that's stuff like that is what.
We were so happy we got in that car. We was so happy we got in that car.
We always tell them it's all about just getting in the car.
That's it.
Half of the adventure and the best parts always take place in the car.
I remember we was at a show like recently, and like my thing is like I have no filter at times. Like backstage is like I can't help it. Sometimes like if I get around a monitor, it's like I can't help it. I have to say something, you know. And I remember Paige looks at me, she goes, "Conversation in the car."
I'm the exact opposite because I'll be in the chair looking at my phone and I won't look up.
Brother, he's gonna put you on his shoulders.
Yeah, I can't. When this guy gets his mind right, I can't talk to him. I can't stand him.
So we
electric teardrop.
Me and Larry have been together going on 13, 14 years. We've been married for 8. They've known each other
their whole lives, right?
Our whole lives. I remember
we came out the womb together.
At this point, sometimes it's them Westesses is what it is.
No, like I say, we grew up in the same town. I mean, he's really my brother's age, and Max made the mistake of like going out with us one night. He usually would go back to Bobby Blades or something and like watch wrestling. And for whatever reason, he decided to go out one night. And then he realized that when I didn't have my kids on Monday or Tuesday, we would go to, Applebee's or O'Charlie's or Rose and
sometimes
Jim's
even that. Sometimes, I mean, it was right to the bar. I don't remember ever having a slowdown period until we were too gone to even know any better.
I remember taking Max to Saddle Ridge on a Friday because we had went on a Thursday and he had to pay a $250 for breaking the
listen, I showed
it started at one. It started at 150. Oh yeah, and
the thing is,
a whole different life.
I bought it and I don't own it. How do I pay for it? And now that they're shut down, I think that they should let me bring it home.
You turn into that thing like
we have been through.
When you look at me and my eyes are in the back of my head and you don't I look like the Undertaker. At that point there, it's like, bro.
I'm not condoning it at all. It's just because, alcoholism is a very serious thing. Drinking and driving is a very serious thing.
We dedicate a whole show.
I can't sit here and laugh. I'm not putting it over, but I'm just talking about you have demons in your life whenever you're at your lowest points, and I think that inside every one of that group had something really dark inside that they was trying to cover up as far as hurt and whatever else life had brought them. But man, we would really flirt with danger at times. I'm so glad that we don't do that no more. And a lot of guys try
everybody learns,
They do. A lot of guys think it's like a rite of passage to get drunk and drive and party. And but man, we had some serious crazy times. But
we had a rough patch.
We had a real rough patch.
But the thing about it is everyone's there. Everybody's we just have a good time. But
Donnie says Paige was once fighting in a bar parking lot and she was wearing a dress. Walking up to me, slides her panties off.
Oh, Blitz! Stop it right fucking now. Shut your fucking face.
And said, hold this.
And those
Shut the fuck up.
exclusive photos and videos right now at the Nice Guy Andy podcast website.
Okay, so
That ought to get you some views.
Content.
I didn't know it was going there. I'm sorry.
No, I knew I was reading it. I was like, shut the fuck up.
When you read the word panties, brother, that's probably an easy to stop.
Content. I have a really crappy bladder, okay? And this, even in school, I brought a change of clothes when I knew I was fighting somebody.
I always knew. Yeah, I always knew, like, when Donnie or Bear would, like, text, I'm like, y'all do, we all doing, you know,
Yes.
we go, or Donnie would just like straight call me at like,
Yes.
we would be at a show somewhere and Donnie would call me like, where y'all at? You know, he's like, well, we going to Saddle Ridge or we're going to Horseshoes tonight.
Well, I just want to say
and
thanks, Glenn, for proving the point that I don't wrestle, I fight, and I come for a fight.
I've been 2+ hours away and met them some bitches didn't we? We would drive like crazy, wouldn't we?
I would get different phone calls. So like that's the phone call you would get from Bear. I remember one day that I'm sitting in the house and my phone rings and I pick it up and it's like, hey dude. I was like, hey man, what's happening? He goes, you want to wrestle this weekend? It's like,
I know where this is going.
Yeah,
I know.
absolutely. I would love to. He goes, my son's got a birthday party, and I was like, oh, cool, whatever, man. You want to say less. You know what I mean? It's like, it's fine, man. Just tell me what you need. He goes,
meet me at Terror on Takes Creek.
Yeah, it's like, you won't be Doink the Clown, dude. And and I wrestled in a makeshift pretend cemetery haunted forest as Doink the Clown.
That's awesome. I swear.
So that was Bear's idea. Out of all the legends of Doink the Clown, it's like, hey, right here, buddy, Doink the Clown. Thank you so much. I will be signing autographs, and you can send me any questions right now about the legacy of Doink the Clown.
My phone's so dead. Like I have a photo. It's
actually right now. Like when we have conversation on Instant Messenger. I was looking the other day because I was like, all this color is driving me crazy. I was like, what the heck is this? It's too much for my eyes, and I scroll through and I'm like, that's me as Doink the Clown. The best part is too is like I
there's a picture of this?
Yeah. There's plenty.
I was trying to show you like the theme of our Instant Messenger is him as Doink the Clown.
So I wrestled the match as Doink the Clown, and then and Bear's like, can you come back and do a battle royal? I was like, sure, I've already been Doink the Clown. Why don't Doink come back for a double shot? And then when it was over, I take the gear off, but obviously I'm still wearing the makeup. Yeah. And I was hanging out with my buddy at the time. His work name was Mike Cornett. A lot of people know him as Michael Elam, and
Michael J, baby.
Big shout out to Mike Elam and CarMax. And if you need a car right now, go on over to CarMax and check it out because that's the guy. Voice. And the thing is like I said, we get out of there and we're done. And he goes, well, I thought we were going to work out, and I said, we are going to work out. And he said, well, do we need to go? I said, no, go to the gym. I said, what do you mean? And I work out in full Doink the Clown face paint. And I remember I was doing laps because we were at the pavilion. And so if you're ever at the pavilion, their like lap court is around the like upper level of their basketball court. So I'm sitting there running laps as Doink the Clown, and somebody goes, hey man, he said, are you a clown? And I said, buddy, I don't talk to you when you get off work. Don't talk to me, all right?
that MWA sure would teach you to be a man, wouldn't it? Golly. Wow. I remember one time Donnie's like, I'm gonna punch that fucking window. I'm gonna punch that window. His dad had a little S10 truck over there, and they had like a balcony. Remember, like at the Queen Street, and like I took a backdrop on that.
Donnie Green's dad is. I absolutely love Donnie's dad.
I have to tell you,
absolutely one of my favorite people.
We'll bring back to the window, but like speaking of Donnie Green's dad, I'll never forget. Me and Calvin went to Vanceburg, Kentucky, for a guy named Joe Clark, and Donnie Green's dad, old man Donnie, was like, we were really late getting there. It was just so far away or whatnot. And old man Donnie is the booker, and he comes up and he has like this medic mask, and he has this like scrubs on, and he has the, he's full dress, you know.
He's medicing.
Just the medic, and I think he was our manager, and we're sitting at a round table like this, and the two other brothers come out. It's just pulling the curtain a little, and he was like, just beat the fuck out of him. Just, he sucks. He sucks. They ain't been in very long. Just beat the shit out of him, And then we went out and beat the shit out of him.
I remember that, like, every week I would wear like a cowboy hat.
Yeah.
And every single week he'd be sitting there, like, front row. Yeah. And he would always yell out to me, he'd go, your hat's backwards. And no matter how I would turn it, he'd go, still backwards. Yeah. and I remember we got back to back when we were talking one night, and he goes, you boys don't know about heat. Yeah. He's like y'all might get what y'all think is heat. He goes, but you gotta get that white heat.
I stole his dad.
You gotta get it so hot you see the white of the flame. You gotta get that white.
You're talking about Donnie Green's dad?
Yeah,
Donnie Green's dad.
They put him in the MWA Hall of Fame, and I stole his plaque. I stole his Hall of Fame trophy. I did.
You're on a roll with that. Like that's your MO right now.
About stealing. I'm putting over maybe borrowing.
I don't. Yeah, I think I don't see it as stealing. I see it as borrowing until I feel that you need it back.
But man, anyway, we're going back to, I take this backdrop and he lines up this big punch because he's going to punch through this window. I move out of the way, and you see the cartoons he hits, and it literally is like, ching, and it shakes from his arm all the way to his shoulders and down. He's like, son of a bitch. And then we make it to the back of the thing there, the back of the bed of the truck, and like I literally cow tip. And he said, like, he drew back and he turned around and he was like, I was there. And he turned around for a split second and turned back and he was like, I was gone. I didn't know where he was at. He's like, I couldn't see you nowhere. But like, I just cow tipped out of the truck to the parking lot. Yeah, I just like stepped back and it just took me out. And that was a whole different thing, boy. I tell you, that was a time, wasn't it?
It's a different time, man, because there were so many like street fight brawls.
Yeah.
You guys fought out into the parking lot.
Me and Kelly Charles.
Remember at what we would call like the MSG, but it was the Mount Sterling Garage. We tore the entire building down on like
that was on Queen Street. There. No, that was Queen Street. And like I remember brawling all over that building,
tearing it down,
and literally tearing it down to where the backdrop was black.
Yeah,
and Scott Hayes was changing, and he was just in his underwear like a towel, and he like picks up the pipe and drape the black and like wraps it around him, and he just sits down like this, like nobody's gonna fucking see him.
Here recently. Our curtain came down at our show, and I just dived underneath the. I was at the production TVs, and I just dived down like I was stealing a base. And it's down. Before they get down out of their mouth, I'm on the ground.
I would like to see, like, I have a video of you walking to the truck. I could imagine you like jumping under that. Like
you got. Hey,
I have a video of you walking. Whenever that snow hit, remember we were going to the gym and that snow hit. Remember, I was like, look at this.
Are y'all doing like on your matches? Are y'all doing like pay-per-views? Where can people go and watch your matches?
We've got some stuff coming up. We don't want to talk too much about it, but we'll make sure that you know, because we've got some big stuff coming up. Yeah. It can actually, right now I've got my phone off because I don't want to have any like extra sound, but we're waiting to make an announcement anytime now.
Good.
Yeah, we've been working on some real cool stuff. So like when I wish that we could drop it now, but we're gonna. Yeah.
Well,
patience is virtue.
This would be a reason for us to have to come back.
Oh yeah, please.
Patience is virtue.
Yeah, whenever y'all find out, just let us know.
We're super excited. We talked earlier about like Stevie Ash and how dominant she was. She was the longest reigning Gen Next Women's Champion. Yeah. She's got her hands full because at the anniversary show, she takes on Lexi Green, and Lexi Green is
we love Lexi Green.
Yeah, she is a veteran of this area. She is a multi-generation star, part of the Green family that we talked about.
Greens.
And she kind of went back to like her. It's not even like her roots. It's like Paige put her in a casket, right?
Yeah.
And from that point on, she hasn't wrestled in Gen Next wrestling. She's been lots of places, but she hasn't quite been the same. There's something a little different about her,
Very voodoo.
Your son might cover it on his like Supernatural podcast because she's been very different, and she returned at the last show at the Awakening Survival, and she wrestled against Paige, and Paige put her down again. And you usually think, hey, all right, that's the end of the night. That's all we're going to see of her. And for whatever reason, unprovoked, she attacked Stevie Ash from behind. She started putting one of those beat downs on her. She's screaming. She just looks like a woman possessed. So, now we've got this grudge match. We've got Lexi Green taking on Stevie Ash, and, an exclusive just for your show. You can't, when you back jump somebody like that, you can't just go back in the ring and lock up. It don't make any sense, does it?
No,
you gotta have a fight, right?
That's a fight.
So, on that night, we're going to have a women's street fight between Stevie Ash
I like the way it's going
Lexi
here.
Green. And the thing is, it's like that thing could go anywhere in Cynthiana.
So street fight is just like
anything
anywhere.
goes. No holds barred.
You can fight any way you want.
That's
Yes,
it.
sir.
Absolutely. That you've got the big TLC main event that we talked about. We had discussed Debo Johnson. Like, this guy right here is a kid that has come up from the streets fighting his entire life. Like, this right here, he's gotten to more back street fights than he has, wrestling matches. But he has come to Gen Next, and he has been knocking guys out. He has been taking a right hand across their face, for the longest time. I mean, I don't know if he's calling you out. I don't know what he's doing, because he's been telling people that right hand of his makes him the best hand in the house wherever he goes.
Yeah.
He knocked out Lord Crew. He got into the ring, and all of the opponents that he has stepped in there with, he has laid out. He has knocked unconscious, and he's got a big battle on his hands. Everybody around here is very familiar with Omega. Right?
Oh,
He
yes.
is the pit bull.
Super
This
talented.
guy
One of my
right
favorite
here.
people.
Yeah,
He's
it's like,
awesome, man.
He
Omega's
looks like
awesome guy.
the perfect combination of like a street fighter and a MMA guy and a pro wrestler.
I'd like to mix it up.
And
with
Such a
him
good
again.
guy.
that's
Such
it.
a
Like,
good guy.
this guy right here, he is a pit bull, because he will get a hold of you and he will maul you.
Yeah, we've had him
And-
here 3 or 4 times, I think.
yeah, and he's returned to Gen Next Wrestling right there on the 4th of April, the 5th anniversary show, and he is going to take on Debo Johnson. And the question is
Wow.
can the heavyweight Debo Johnson, a member of Deliverance, a member of Heavy Doom, can he knock out another super heavyweight brawler opponent?
Yeah.
Everybody that has gotten that ring with him, he has knocked out with a right hand. And a lot of people say that he's got a loaded glove, or he's got a chain inside of a glove, that his right hand's not as dangerous as he says it is. But, I mean, we're going to find out on April 4th, 5th anniversary show.
Wow, what a
Debo Johnson
card.
and Omega. Yeah.
I've been in the ring with both of them. That's going to be a match. Like,
And the thing about Debo too is, like, you think, oh, okay, he's going to brawl you, he's going to fight
Yeah.
you, but I've been standing on the outside of the ring, and this guy right here, he's got to be a up to 200 something
gotta be
pounds, like
250.
heavy,
Yeah.
250, and he flies through the air like a cruiserweight.
Yeah,
He
you
will
go
cut
to
a
the-
moonsault on top of you
to
out
the
of
outside.
nowhere.
Like,
Yeah.
if you go to the Gen X page, you'll see a reel. There's Debo Johnson doing a moonsault from the top turnbuckle to the outside onto a pile.
He may be short, but he's not a small
He's
guy.
very talented. Like, came a long way. Like I said, I've been in the ring with both of them. That's definitely a match that I will be watching. There's matches I try to watch the monitor, but there's some matches that I really watch the monitor, and that's going to be one.
Oh
of
yeah,
them.
you may have to go. Like, you may have to fight these guys.
I
You
don't
gotta
know
watch
about
them.
that. I got my hands full enough, but I definitely does not mean that I can't see what the future
That's
might
it.
hold.
And
Sounds like you never know when somebody's going to attack you from behind over there.
And we talk about
That's why you
Yeah.
got to come check them out.
And we talk about the stars of professional wrestling, like guys that are all over the place. You see them in every state and every company, and they're just trying to prove that they're the very best.
Right.
And technically sound, there is not a better card than what we're going to have here at this anniversary show. And a matchup that I'm looking forward to is that you have Squeaky Clean Casey King taking on Gaston LaRue. And Gaston LaRue is starving to prove that he is the best. You will see clips. Nobody is a bigger fan of Gaston than
him.
Gaston.
Yeah.
And that is a good thing. You have to
I
be
get it.
a fan of yourself. You
I've
have to
always
put it out
said-
there. Hype is reality.
I always say he's got the best suplex around right now.
That's it. And the thing is like, Casey King has one heck of a belly-to-belly suplex. He always, he gets into your head with like, hey, come give me a hug. But the second he gets those arms wrapped around you, if he gets you to that mat, I'm telling you, in the time that he's got his arms around you,
did he retire a couple years?
No, he's back, baby.
He's back.
Yeah, I knew he was back. I seen him.
And the thing
back,
is, his run now is about having fun. He wants to have the dream matches. He wants to have the fun matches. He wants to show that he can still go and do it.
The thing about Casey King is like he had some adversity with his hearing.
Yeah, his hearing is what.
Yeah, it had caused him to like. You know, he's not to retire, but the thing about wrestling is like it pulls you back.
He
you
did
know, it's
retire.
Like you still got,
yeah.
You know, you got that. You know, there I can still go, and he's one of the very best wrestlers that I've seen come out of the West Virginia area in a very long time. And
I don't know. I have to give it up to as much as
Mika.
Yeah,
she's super talented.
She gave me a run from Mika.
Yeah, Mika.
Nurse Mika.
Nurse
Mike. Yeah, but she don't go by nurse no more.
Right.
Yeah,
she's a badass.
She is, and like she puts a lot of money in her gear. She takes pride in her work.
She's such a good wrestler.
And she's been around some very good trainers. You know, Chance Prophet.
Chance Prophet is incredible.
So very shout out to her. You know, if you're not booking her and you're I would say go book her.
But book me talents. First. I'm just gonna say that right now.
So many talents come to that company. The top women, the top men, and there's so much variety. You're gonna get. You know, in December we had one of the most funniest matches that I've ever seen. You get street fights, you get some of the best professional wrestling, you get hardcore matches, you get hoss fights, all sorts of things. Like you're not going to get a better deal for that kind of money. $20 front row, $10 any seat in the house behind it. I mean,
I think me and Lexi Green had every match you can think of.
That's cheap.
Trying to prove who's the better friend, and obviously I won. But yeah, we've had throw signs at each other. I've put her in caskets.
She's ready. I mean, the thing is, like this match with Stevie Ash and Lexi Green is like you just said.
For each other,
you know, if anyone knows Lexi Green, it's you. And I feel like if you know Stevie Ash better be ready. Yeah. You know, I mean,
but also I've wrestled Stevie Ash
the same way. That's what I'm saying.
It's like better be ready too.
It's gonna be a great night of wrestling. I just imagine that match alone. Like any of these matches could be a main event anywhere.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And another big grudge match. You know, you have a guy. If you ask me to build a professional wrestler, like an up and coming wrestler, you talked about like who is that guy? And a lot of people are going to tell you that it's the Jackal of the Bluegrass, that it is Jackie Thad. He has come from this system and he has grown.
Absolutely.
And every single day, every single match, every single year, he has continued to improve. And he has some of the best strikes that I've seen in professional wrestling. He has some of the best moves. He has nice gear. He
made his GCW debut a couple Fridays ago.
That's it.
You're wrestling over there somewhere.
I had a world title match there a couple weeks ago and damn near won the GCW world title. You know, it's like.
Who'd you wrestle over there?
I wrestled Atticus Koger. And he's super talented. He's got a brother Otis that's great. I mean, those guys
put on great wrestling.
They're from the Cleveland, and I'm telling you, that was really good. You know, we don't play around. You know, we don't
professional.
I don't like to go around and wrestle the same people and just to say that I wrestle the same people on different letters. And I mean that with all disrespect. It's like we go around and do this. I want to wrestle the best of the best. I want to do. Is there
anybody that you've wrestled? You look back and it's like, dang, I wrestled that guy.
I think people look back and say that about Larry D.
Oh yeah,
good,
they do. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I've been blessed to wrestle so many good people, but the cool thing about it is like how I earned my job at NWA was, it was just a phone call that they wanted a 3-minute spot, and then I had impressed one of the producers from TNA, Johnny Swinger, was there, and he begged them for 3 more minutes, and I was out there and I wrestled. What was it? Tim Storm,
the former NWA World Heavyweight Champion,
and he hadn't wrestled in a very long time, and I had to get back. It wasn't like I was staying over. I was just filling a spot that day, and I was leaving and getting ready to go back home, and one of the producers was like, "Hey, stick around. WPC wants to see you." And I was, shit, I didn't put 2 and 2 together at the time, and then out around the corner is like here's Billy Corgan, and he
Oh,
came
my
up.
God.
And
You want to see?
love Billy Corgan.
You want to see? Do you want to see somebody fangirl over anything in this world?
Billy
Let me
Corgan?
tell you. Anybody talks to me and they're like, "I did this, I did that," and I'm like, "Well, you know what? My husband has Billy Corgan's number in his phone.
I texted him happy birthday the other day.
Thank you very much.
His
He's not
podcast is
NWA.
awesome.
It is.
He's the lead
I
singer of
love his
Smashing
podcast.
Pumpkins. I don't care what y'all
And
say.
he had popped around the corner and he had put this big smile on his face and he had that big flat bill hat and he gave me a big handshake. He's like, I knew within the first 5. He said it took 5 minutes for me to know that I need to hire Larry D. He's like,
wow.
you have a job here at the NWA, and he was like,
Billy Corgan said that to you.
yeah, to my face.
Billy-
Like, they
Billy
told me-
Corgan,
The
a
lead
freaking
singer.
rock star.
Smashing Pumpkins.
Like I was leaving, and the producer's like, "No, you don't want to leave."
I will ride that coattail all day.
They was like,
I've seen him like 4 or 5 times in concert.
He requested to meet me after. You know, obviously, if you know anything about TV wrestling, you know, like it's very hectic. But like, he had asked me to stick around. He wanted to meet me, and like he told me, he's like, I want to shake your hand personally, directly. Like, you know, you went out there and you took a guy that was a former world champion, and he said this. You took a guy that was a former world champion, and you made him look like he wrestled every week, and he hasn't wrestled in almost a year. And he's like, that's the moment I knew that like Larry D has a job at the NWA.
Yeah.
You know, so there's unfinished business there for sure.
Yes, yeah.
And not only that, but it was after that match that Tim Storm started to wrestle more regularly again because it it
fired
built
it
his
back up.
confidence. He showed that it's like, man, if I can still go like that, I still got some go in me.
Boy, that's why like I take a lot of pride in what I do, whether it's a very, very small show or one of the highest independents or national TVs. Like you get the same effort every time. We talk about this all the time. It's like you better be ready to push the pedal. That's why I can confidently say like I am the very best. If you want
my
to,
shoot job is I'm a pharmacist tech.
Yeah.
This is my shoot job. Every day we have these team meetings and we have to put like gifts and stuff. And I promise you, I'm a superstar at work because Larry gifts are my life at work. And I'll be like, they're like, who's the guy in your gift? I'm like, that's my husband. He's like famous or whatever.
It means nothing. Like not even just being famous. I don't see myself as famous. I don't see anything.
Yeah,
I just see like if you want to wrestle me, then let's push the pedal.
Yeah.
Bring your very best because that's what I feel like.
So proud
Johnny,
of
get in there
we
with him.
only have so much. Yeah, I mean, I would, and we would get the very best out of it. You know, I'm just that confident in my abilities. I know where I'm at, and we're ready to roll. We're ready to rock.
And
you know?
if you want to be your very best, then the thing that you got to do, you got to invest in yourself. If you want to be a part of professional wrestling, if you go, man, you know what, I'd really like to do this. Well, you know what, stop dreaming and start doing. Legends Pro Wrestling Academy, 101 Hingston, Cynthiana, Kentucky. You can train under Larry D. You can train under Maxx Sledd. And we have so many guys that also come in from the professional wrestling world that give their knowledge. You talked about Alex Zane. Alex Zane came and spent an entire day training with our trainees.
He's back there. He's out there all the time, ain't he?
The Monster Abyss has came down. Davey Richards has come down. Lanny Poffo, when he was alive, came in and just talked to the guys.
Chris ran a hell of a seminar.
That's it. And guys from the
We tell
independent wrestling
people when
world,
people
Aaron
ask
Williams,
us like,
guys like that.
where can I train? I was like, go down there to those guys down there.
That's it.
Generation Next. Those guys got a great school.
That's it. And guys like Jackie Thad, ladies like Alexis Littlefoot, Paige Jones, like these are the type of people that we are turning out each and every single day. Legends Pro Wrestling Academy, 101 Hingston, Cynthiana, Kentucky. You can reach us on Facebook over at legendsprowrestlingacademy.com. You can reach out to Larry Jones on Facebook, Maxx Sledd on Facebook.
Hell, ask
you can
us.
reach us on Twitter. That's right. Hey,
we'll send you y'all's way.
that's it.
Max is the man. Max is the sell guy, bro. I tell you,
I love it.
It's hard to
You
follow
make my
Maxx
freaking
Sledd
job
on that
easy. I ain't got to do nothing.
Every time we do a fucking
to the bathroom here
podcast,
in a
it's
minute.
like every time we do a
Give it to him.
podcast,
Let
it's
him
like
have
that.
it.
It's
Yeah,
like,
let
well,
me take the show.
all right, Max.
Take over.
I just
man.
drop in like the little like commercial spots.
yeah.
You know, they come to see the Larry D and they stay for the drop-ins.
Listen, anywhere we go, it's always like Larry D.
If you think about it, like, so Larry Jones or Larry D is the John Stamos, and I'm the Uncle Joey.
Yes.
Like the thing is,
Yes.
like they're coming and they're going, oh my God, look over there at Uncle Jesse, and it's like, oh, but you know what, Joey's pretty funny.
And then there's
Cut it
It's
out.
like, why is Uncle
Cut
Jesse
it
on
out.
Carlton shoulders? I don't understand.
Stop.
I'm so done.
Johnny, you want to sit in? Hey, Johnny, I'm gonna give you the opportunity to sit in.
Okay.
I'm going to the restroom. Come over here.
Sweet.
While you're going to the restroom, we were talking about
Y'all
Jackie
check-
Thad,
I don't
and
even have to be here.
I'm so excited about the fact that Jackie Thad is going to be in the fight of his life when he takes on the
Aaron
monstrous
Gray.
Doom Switch.
Yeah.
Aaron Gray. I mean, that guy right there is a maniac. He has kinetic energy. He is uncontrollable. You've been in the ring
He
with him.
kicks me so hard in
it's
the
a fight.
jaw, it was hard for me to chew
I've been
the
reading
next
these.
day.
Y'all can't see them, but I'm in the
And-
perfect spot. I've been reading these comments, and Outlaw Nation said it's Outlaw Nation.
Oh,
You know-
Oh, my
Nation.
man, the slinger.
You know what's funny is that
The D
Don't you
Slinger.
do it.
The old
Don't
D
you do
Slinger,
it.
my boy, Chris Blade, Outlaw
I died.
Nation.
I absolutely died on your
You know-
That is
promo.
Paige's
and
number one
he said, my
fan.
name is Chris Blade, a.k.a. Kentucky Slinger. And I was
Yeah.
like, what the?
yes, he did.
My man, a number one fan of Chris
my
Blade
jaw
right here.
dropped. I was like, I did what? I had to watch it again. Like, did he just say?
Yeah. What's funny
Shout
is
out
that
Chris Blade, baby.
what's funny is that Andy's the one that gave him the nickname as Joke.
Oh, yeah.
And then this guy just ran with it. And then when Andy was back there, he's like, you know what? Cut me a controversial
Yeah.
promo.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what he did. He's like, well, he told me. I said, Chris.
I don't know if it's controversial, questionable, but he did one of the two.
Yes, he did.
I always joke about the fact
yeah.
that one of these days he's going to show Paige exactly why he's her number one
Yeah.
fan.
Oh.
Lonely.
Chris loves to give
I
him
am
big
Yeah, I'll
hugs.
be
happily.
Hey, he does realize if he did that, this man's going to hit him with the best
Nah.
hand in the house for real.
Chris Blade, by gosh.
Paige, Crystal wants to know if you enjoyed your desserts.
Oh my God! Listen, Crystal makes the best
She
like
does.
cake with this whipped cream and the M&Ms.
She had brought the what was it, the M&Ms, and oh my gosh,
it's so good.
It's like Sundays is
Yeah,
my
Sundays
shit.
is
Sundays is
Thursday.
where I cut loose. Like
Yeah.
I don't overdo it, but like I'll eat pretty strict.
Not to,
Yeah.
but that reminds me. Our son just messaged me and said he sounds like he just had a 6-pack. He said,
Yeah.
"Y'all got a 6-pack at LA. There's 2 more left. I don't
Yeah.
know where the night's
See
going."
that's our life now. It's like,
It is.
hey, I finished a 6-pack of
Of
LA.
LA.
I was telling me and Carter were talking. I was like, yeah, we drank us a couple L8s on Sundays.
That's like our beer now.
That's what we do. Is we'll cook some meatballs. Yeah, we'll do all kinds of shit. Sunday's our cook day. Yeah.
Some of the comments.
I love
Yeah,
the
what you
fact
got? What's the
Roach-
comments?
you know
Let's
what?
go.
Roach shut us down. He said, "Man, I got to go. There's
Roach.
basketball on."
Yeah, he
Yeah.
said basketball was
Yeah,
good.
let's go. Let's see.
No,
let's
I
let's
think-
bring some
I
of these
think
questions in.
Chris
Let's
has a-
talk to these people
Chris
a
has
little
a run
bit.
for his money because Crystal Rose's nephew.
She said Charlie.
Yeah, we got what 23.
he's-
Let's
yeah.
go.
I
We got-
love Charlie.
We got
That's
23
right.
minutes. What they got? What do you want to talk
Well,
about?
look at this. Mike Cochran Roach has returned. He said, well,
Okay.
this interview has went off the rails.
No, just whenever he entered it.
That's right.
I've known.
There
Roach.
are no rails. We're just driving.
I remember one
No, we
time.
read that comment. We ain't going back to.
Yep.
to
I
Glenn's
remember one
comment,
time me and
no.
Roach was in Huntington, West Virginia, and I had to like literally fight the crowd because they was attacking me like shoot style, and like I punched him.
Oh my God.
And not Roach, the guy that was like beating the shit out of me.
Yes.
Like I met him right in the middle. Boom, I felt the soul leave his body. Roach was in there like BT. That was like, you son of a bitch, what are you doing?
Oh
It's
my
like
God.
get ready to
No.
fight our way out of here.
Y'all, on a real
Yeah.
note, Larry took me and Scotty Bullock and somebody else to KZW one time.
Oh
And he didn't even get to wrestle. Okay, so we make it to the ring. He grabs the mic, and I think he called a lady fat or something. I don't know. It was something like so small.
Whatever.
And whatever it was,
nuts.
the roof came off the damn building.
Yeah.
Scotty, I was standing behind Scotty, and he was fighting chairs off.
It was
with his
like
arm,
slow
'cause they were
motion.
throwing them at us.
When I was in the ring looking out, it was like everything was in slow motion.
Yeah.
no,
Yeah,
I
it
think
was.
the worst part was Larry in the back going. Every
Yeah, they
night
had
in
like
my
the state
dreams."
troopers, the sheriffs, the police, and there's all trying to like go around like these investigators. And I just put my phone on the thing and put the Celine Dion, the Titanic, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm just taking my boots off.
You know,
Yeah, go ahead.
you've touched many lives because here's Omega D. He said this earlier for y'all. He said, Larry D was one of the first people outside of Vic and Miss Hollywood to let me sit underneath their learning tree. Before Legends Academy, Larry would let young Kentucky talent come to his Georgetown shows, and him and Ronnie would work out with us on Sundays. Hell of a trainer, leader, and a brother. Larry
love
was
Omega.
also the one to really push me to travel as much as I have.
That's Larry.
That's
Larry.
great. I absolutely love Omega. I think that I'm excited to see him at Generation Next Pro Wrestling. And Omega, if you're watching, get ready. Debo stuff.
He better not have a glass jaw because Debo's swinging hard.
Debo, be prepared.
And you know what? We got OG Ugly here, aka Noah.
OG Ugly.
He said Larry D is that guy.
I'm telling you, I'm so proud of
You gotta get some tights to say that guy.
I absolutely know that I gotten the opportunity to see OG grow from his early. He's only been in a very short time, but above like hitting the towns, above getting the gear. He has really put a lot of work into his body, and you could see his transformation online. And it's just amazing how hard he works. And fruits of the labor.
He also dropped.
I like to wrestle OG Ugly one time. And,
he slid into my DMs because one of your favorite hobbies is that if anybody asks you about being on the show or even anything
Maxx
about
Sledd.
the show, it's like, oh yeah, no, cool,
Maxx
man.
Sledd.
Message Max.
Yeah.
I
sent 3.
And I got a message the other night.
I
from
sent
him.
3 calendar of events out today, and was like, just holler at Max.
That's right.
I love to get those.
I'm
it's
focused
the
on
pleasure of my day.
one thing and one thing.
That's
only.
right.
I
The
have
only
my
match that
blinders
you
on.
focus
Yes,
on.
I have my blinders on.
Exactly. Your job is the one to do all that.
Brother, my job is everything
That's
because
right.
you're not
That's the
anything
everything
unless you're
and
everything.
everything.
I mean,
Don't you tell me
there's
what
a
my
reason why
job
your name is
is.
called
I'll come in here and
Mr.
take your job.
Everything.
I
Now,
see you
listen
got.
here.
Hey, why do you have a champion like OG Ugly is your champion?
I'll
right?
tell you why,
And that
because-
belt's sitting at the end of the table. And I'll tell you what, if I was
hold
a
up, hold up,
champion,
hold up.
I'd walk down there, I'd take
Wait,
that
wait,
belt,
wait.
and I'd be wearing it around my waist.
He's got a new championship round his waist.
He's got a
really?
new champion. Well, you know what? What's wrong with that belt?
I'll tell
What's
you what
gonna
that
keep me
belt
from
is.
walking out with
think
that?
That used to be a belt that was defended, but
Would
now
you like to
to be.
see OG Ugly and Maxx Sledd one time?
I would
Don't
like
do
to
it.
see
Hey,
it.
ain't nothing ugly about when Maxx Sledd gets in the ring. The Kong Dong Wang of Mr. Everything.
Well, it's time,
OG
Mr.
Ugly, I'll
Everything.
tell you
OG
what,
Ugly.
I'll show you right now that you're not anything unless you're everything. Hey, listen, wait a minute. I get paid to do this.
I think that's
true. Calm it down. Calm down.
I believe
watch
he
out,
may
fella.
have laid
Calm
a
down,
little
fella.
something down just now. OG
Sorry,
Ugly.
sorry about that, man. Just
It's
slide
that-
into my DMs. I'll apologize.
It sounds like he took the exception when OG Ugly slid to his DMs. Like, oh, this guy thinks that he's something special because he's coming to me.
Hey, I think
Man, listen, I get real lonely, and at some point, I just want anybody to slide into my DMs.
Oh my God, I'm so
just go
done.
over Silver Q. You be all right.
Yeah, a silver kill will do you just fine.
Not do you just fine. I
tell
love
you,
it.
man,
I love it.
This little, you didn't look it would be this big inside this van that you guys are always.
Oh, well, you know what Roach wants to see?
I'm
You know,
scared.
listen, after 4 years
Yeah.
of you being like, oh man, I'd love to have you on the show, all it took was some chloroform and a white van.
I don't.
I'm sorry, but
You also open. You don't want to start a sentence. And go. You know what Roach wants to see? It's like I know this. I know him.
Master everything. Maxx Sledd versus Icon Lee.
Man, I tell you what, I'd
Do
be
it.
so super excited to have that. Listen, hey, Al Snow, it is Maxx Sledd on Facebook.
There you go.
I would love to come to OVW Pro Wrestling. It is just nothing but, I hear nothing but good things right now, and I would love to come and see it for myself.
I think that there's a match to be made.
That's right.
Absolutely.
I think so.
Hey, you know what? The thing is, it's like I came here looking for him. I came here looking for a fight. You guys got a belt here with no champion wrapped around it.
He's ready for a fight right now.
Right
Who we
now, I
fighting?
tell you,
Hey, you know-
I might fight you.
Ah!
I tell you, you look like Jim Chadwick. And I tell you what, I've snatched Jim Chadwick up quite a bit of time.
Now,
I've
listen,
seen Johnny in
that's a
action.
tribute.
I've seen Johnny in action.
I love
Yeah,
it. That's such a compliment.
Yeah.
You know, we actually had a match.
I know.
June 5th.
I know. It was the absolute worst match I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, but here's the thing. It's the worst match for wrestlers,
all
but
due
the
respect.
fans were
Did you
reacting.
have fun? That's all that matters. As long as you
That's
had
right.
fun.
I see a Crystal saying a Larry versus Jimmy versus Bobby.
Oh, Jimmy Lamb?
Yeah, Jimmy and Bobby Blade.
Oh, yeah. We can do that.
Lori, are we okay with that
Legends tour,
one?
baby.
Yeah, we can do that.
And you know, Bobby Blade says he won't wrestle no more, but I've seen him drop elbows now. I've seen him hit the blade cutter
Hey,
several
he's on a
times.
comeback.
I've seen him do the running elbow drop that everyone says is stiff as hell. He wants to wrestle again, and he knows it.
I tell you, I think Bobby Blade still got it. One more match, Bobby Blade.
I do too, because
Crystal says that she hates to say it, but you made Kellen Craven.
I made Kellen Craven.
That's what it says right here. Go ahead and read it down, Johnny. Let's hear about it.
God,
and I was there at their last show. Larry mentioned Kellen Craven. I need to rant. Larry, you made Kellen Craven who he is. You taught him everything you know, so he is who he is because of you. There, I said it.
Wow. Sometimes you make them to break them, and it seems like, come here in just a few short weeks, we might have to break that we make, and I think that the mistake that we make is caring about people too much, and I think that's all out the window now.
That's why I hate everybody equally.
I think that Kellen Craven is on finally a level ground of where there is no feel bad, there is no pulling a punch now. There is he has to be a man and fight like a man. I don't think Kellen Craven is a man that can fight me like a man.
Bobby Blade said, "You're full of shit."
No, you got one more in you, bud.
Come on.
I think it.
And Rope said everything Blade did was fucking stiff.
No.
I mean, if you've been paying attention, he's been dropping cutters. He's been dropping elbows on people. He says he don't want to wrestle.
At the TGI, he dropped a cutter on his own guy on Jordan Cage, and he got a right hand for it.
And then he did it again at EWA.
They say that Bobby Blade is still reeling from the Larry D right hand. That he's still suffering the effects.
Been right since.
I think that he has a concussion.
It kind of has that effect on people, especially these days. I don't know. I'm kind of like, we just got to bring a chair and just maybe let people sit down in the chair and think about decisions that they need to make.
Just sit in the corner, let them know what they've done.
Especially when the match is TLC, tables, ladders, and especially steel chairs will be legal.
That's it. I
feel like that's good.
And look at how close that we are to that match.
That's it. April 4th. That's it. The 5th anniversary show tickets on sale right now.
Absolutely.
Go to Generation Next Pro Wrestling on Facebook. Go to our Ticket Bud link. Go ahead and just scan the QR code.
Yes, sir.
And get your tickets now because front row is going fast. And
go follow.
There's not a bad seat in the house. $20 front rows and $10 for every seat in the building.
Get to see Scotty. Show. As soon as you come in the door, the first face you see is Scotty Bullocks.
I mean, how could you go wrong? But you also see my face.
You go very wrong when Scotty Bullocks
also see my face.
And you know what? You can also go to the comment sections here.
Yeah.
And Austin Shanks posted the ticket link right there.
Good. Thank you. Shout out Austin Shanks.
Another big part about you can't do it. We talked about it earlier. Like without a team, it takes a village. And I'm so happy that we have guys like Austin Shanks and Charlie Owens on our media team getting out
Shout
there,
out to Charlie.
getting those graphics, getting those flyers.
Right there.
We have a heck of a team on our media side. We've got some new people that we're dealing with, and we have an extensive catalog that Dex Block Studios did. It's amazing some of the things that we have.
We moving up. We moving our way up.
Keep on keeping on.
You're taking on Alexis Littlefoot. This has actually been going on since the bar brawl.
He's cutting it deep. It's went way back.
There's a lot of history.
Well, the thing is like he said, she cut her teeth with us.
Speaking of bar brawl, we've got Maiden City Brewery over there in Cynthiana.
That's it. The return of our bar brawl series.
Outside event.
Maybe we have to rekindle a little something.
Yes.
Like I say, there's a lot going. We've been working hard behind the scenes.
The anniversary show's not the end. It is
so
the
much.
beginning of a whole new chapter.
It's a lot of fun.
I want to know that the Nice Guy Andy podcast is going to be there to see all the action. I want to know that you guys are committed to being there. I don't want it to be like, hey, we would love to see it. Well, you know what? I hear a lot of people say, man, I'd sure love to see you wrestle. What I like even better is to see them right there, live. Will the Nice Guy Andy podcast? I mean, we're right here.
Yes, we will be there.
Yeah, you're nothing without your word, and these are your people. You're going to be there, right?
Yes, we will.
You can't keep sending Chris Blade all the time.
That man's going to be here. I'm going to be there. Because Chris Blade, he's only there for one thing.
He wants to see the women's championship.
Chris Blade is there. Chris Blade, baby.
Never
ask.
Here's the thing.
AKA, baby.
Never ask Chris Blade to be unbiased because the first thing he's going to be saying is, you know why I'm here? I'll pay you someone fan. I just want to see the women's match. Big Flexa versus Paige Jones.
That's it.
Yeah.
And that's not the only one. You got Lexi Green and
Yep.
Stevie Ash in a street fight.
Not
Yes,
to
sir.
mention that not only is Lexi Green a witch now, but
I don't know
Oh.
if it's now. She could have been
She's
a witch
always
this
been
whole
there.
time.
Always been.
But
me and
Sometimes
Lexi
they
know
spell
each
witch with a
other.
B. It's weird.
Yeah,
I know, right?
We've
But-
known each other a long time, and she's been a witch for a very long
But she
time.
carries the legacy of the Green family. You know who?
do.
You know who
do.
said that she carries it? That man right there, Donnie Green. He said,
Honest
"If I say
Donnie.
it, you better listen to it."
Hey, you
'cause
know,
I'm honest.
we're always looking for sponsors for our upcoming events. I saw that someone was asking about how
Crystal
much a
Rose.
sponsorship is.
Yeah, there's
you
all
know,
kinds.
Go ahead. Hey, if there is any reason to drop into my DMs, that is the reason to do it. Get in there. I would love to get anybody that is interested in sponsoring, Legends Pro Wrestling Academy, Generation Next Pro Wrestling, or if there's just something that, tickles your fancy about this huge show. It's going to be April 4th, the 5th anniversary show for Generation Next Pro Wrestling. If you want to sponsor one of the superstars, one of the matches, or the event itself, we have so many packages that we can talk to you about. We would love to have as many sponsors as possible because you're going to want to join this team because Generation Next Pro Wrestling, the future of professional wrestling, and it just keeps on growing.
We got the green shirt guy of Kentucky here.
Oh, okay.
Kenny
Who?
Cummings
Kenny
said,
Cummings?
legendary.
Kenny Cummings is
is.
the absolute best independent wrestling fan.
He has got these unbelievable shoes.
He'll
If
go
my
to
feet
the
were
end
big
of the
enough.
world. That's another we need to get on
He
Kenny's.
absolutely
I love
loves
Kenny.
pro wrestling.
Well,
and
yes,
the
he
thing is,
does.
like anybody out there that has a podcast right now, we want to talk. We're out there. We're looking for bookings. We're looking to get our seminar series going. We're looking to fill every
We
weekend,
filling them dates,
every
baby.
date. But most importantly, right now, we want to talk about the anniversary show. We want to make sure that everybody is there April 4th for the 5th anniversary, and so many big shows after that. Talons Up 2,
Yes, sir.
Talons Up 1 was an amazing event. We've got our big return back to Paris,
Yes,
Kentucky.
May the 8th.
If
We're
you
moving
go,
around. We're
if you
moving
go to
around.
Generation Next Pro Wrestling, there are events all the way to December already. And there's a whole year.
So affordable. Like it's like I say we collectively as a company, everybody involved from office to roster is they do their very best to make it affordable. Like we even offer family 4-packs. You get a discount on you buy multiples, you get a discount. It's it's not like you're just trying to get here and just perform and have a great wrestling show. And I feel like that's what is delivered. It's the action. It's different all the while staying into the morals of what professional wrestling was built
Exactly.
on. And that's a very hard thing to do is you stand on your moral compass all the while evolving at the same time. If you've not been to a Generation Next Pro Wrestling show, I highly suggest go on and get your ticket in.
Yes,
and
Kenny
get that
Cummins.
front row.
Those shoes have to make the appearance at the 5th year anniversary. He has these Dorothy Reds.
I've seen them.
Oh, they are wicked approved.
Listen,
You know
hey,
what I mean?
Kenny, Kenny is a former, sponsor of our shows.
Yeah.
He especially loves
Chilling
the
with
ladies'
Kenny.
matches.
That's right.
Chilling with Kenny, man. And Kenny, we would love to have you back on board.
I love
and
Kenny.
regardless of whether you're a sponsor or you're not, we want to see you there front row, man. I'm so excited. Kenny got a new job. He's
I
starting
know,
a brand
man.
new adventure, starting over. And, man, what a wrestling
It
fan.
is.
Everywhere I look, Kenny Cummins is there, and he is supporting
Yeah.
professional wrestling.
And I think it
Yes.
makes it easier for times like, I've watched, social media with Kenny, and he's been, like you say, he's been trying to get his jobs and getting, he's a hard worker, you could tell. And guys like him make it easy. Hey man, it's gonna be all right. You're a good person. And from now he's got a job. He's got himself back on track, and really good things happen to good people is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Shout out.
That's
Kenny.
right.
Super, super excited. And,
You
we're big about leaving wrestling better than we found it, whether it's through Generation Next Pro Wrestling, Legends Pro Wrestling Academy, the seminars that we put on. It's that's the message, is that if we can just make the business better than how we found it, it's if we build it on the tradition that we have been taught and what we loved about professional wrestling. But man, I tell you what, there's that new edge, and there's always something for somebody.
And it's
I
so
steal
funny
that.
too.
But I steal that at work. Because I do customer service for pharmacy.
Yeah.
For dogs and cats. And I deal with a lot of grumpy people. And I get told I'm a robot because I'm really good at my job. And don't know why I'm so nice. Because they pay me a lot of money. You have to
Exactly.
pay me a lot of money to be nice. And they always tell me that our customer service at Chewy is like so good, and I'm like, because we try to leave it better than we found it, and I throw that at them, don't I? Every day I throw that at them.
We've got brought up on a very simple mindset. We're gonna give you the seat, but all you need is the edge.
And
that's right.
And the good thing about it is like all of like some of the silliness that would happen. That the good thing about like teaching the next set is like it's like don't do that stupid shit.
Yeah.
It's teaching wrestling is such a
yes.
What is it?
I'm answering the question. Yes.
Maxx Sledd, you need any
always take
blondies or brownies?
I need.
You took the brownies last time.
Yeah, it's kind of like my love life. Is I either want the blondies or I want the brownies.
I mean, either or is
and
fine.
right now I'm into the blondies.
Can y'all believe that y'all been on here 2 hours?
Oh, really?
Oh,
no.
wow.
I mean, heck,
Been
yeah.
there.
We don't know when to shut the hell up.
No, we
because
don't.
But when you got
we've
good
definitely done
conversation.
this a time or two for sure. Man, it's been a lot of fun for sure.
I mean, I don't know about y'all, but Chris Blade puts me in a category with Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch. So
Heck
I
yeah.
have made it.
And as soon as you put away Alexis Littlefoot, the whole world's gonna put you in that
I'm
category.
gonna tell you right. I'll
I'm gonna tell you right now.
so tell you
something, brother, right now.
So
Come
I'm
here.
not flipping anybody off. I just broke my finger. So I'm gonna tell you right now.
Just now.
No. it's
No,
been a
she
while.
slammed it in the door twice Sunday.
well-
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
So Delaney used to
Mommy,
like
he
that.
Taking the
said.
dogs
He
out.
said, Mommy.
Yeah,
Taking the dogs out and then just like randomly going outside.
it killed
And
me.
just like, what the fuck has
Yeah.
happened just now?
So
And she's like,
I've made it. I'm up there with Rhea
finger.
Ripley, and y'all will see come with the 4th. Y'all said
That that
the
headbutt
4th.
right there.
Yeah, wait, man.
That's right.
I'm
Also, don't
hard-headed.
forget-
for a reason.
Absolutely.
Don't
I'm
forget
not
she
getting
got
up
a good
after that
punch as
headbutt.
well.
Yeah.
You headbutt me like that, that's it.
Done.
One and done, baby. One and done.
That's
Hard-headed.
it.
Listen, I almost killed Maxx Sledd when he busted his head open. So.
We were
Yeah.
the hospital was next door to the left. She drove to the right.
Like
so
20 minutes.
About 20 minutes up the road.
And it's
she's
literally
it's
like
right next door.
It was a football field away.
Yeah.
And then once we got there, then we had to wait in the waiting room. And then they're wincing while they're sticking staples into my head.
Yeah.
It's like,
I'm
no.
crying. He's not even crying. I'm crying. He's getting the staples, and I was like, "Stop! Don't do it!"
Yeah.
I've had
But
to do that
man,
twice with you two. Don't ever make me
the
do
best
it again.
fans in professional wrestling because people generally came
They
to the
really- yeah,
hospital
they care.
in order to like check on us. And man, it is those type of fans that make
Yep.
it worth it because we couldn't do it without each and
That's
every
right.
single one of you.
Yeah, man, we have a lot of fun, and I'm sure.
And shows like this, man, I'm telling you, I'm so excited to be on this show. I know that it's been 4 years in the making. You've been trying to get us in the studio, and I can honestly tell you that I respect everything that you guys do. This right here is probably one of the most genuine, best podcasts that I've ever been a part of. We've talked about it. We're so excited about being here because you guys do it right. You guys love professional wrestling, and we are so excited to be here and be able to do this and get a word out, not just to our fans, but maybe new fans that have never even checked out Generation Next Pro Wrestling. It's because of guys like you that genuinely love this business and you give back to it in your own way. Some people, you don't have to get into the wrestling ring and body slam Andre the Giant, but you're body slamming giants every single day when you are bringing new fans and new eyes to professional wrestling. And I want to thank you guys because, this is one of the best platforms, best podcasts that we could possibly think about. Time is precious. We could be at home doing a lot of things,
That's right.
and we choose to be right here in this studio, Nice Guy Andy podcast, because you guys are making it happen.
That's right.
I appreciate you guys for having us. It's a lot of fun. I always like to do podcasts, and sometimes it's hard to get out and do things, but I'm glad that we finally could get up and make time to make it happen. I would absolutely love to be a part of it again, and just keep doing what you're doing, man. You guys are busting ass. You guys are always
awesome.
sharing reels, and you're helping pro wrestling out. It's just good to see Kentucky pro wrestling growth, and you guys be a part of it. It means a lot to us
here
out
in
there. Yeah,
Lexington.
it definitely doesn't go
Though
unnoticed.
it's the pothole city of fucking Kentucky.
You know what? No, you know what? Lexington, Kentucky is a beautiful town. It's one of the best towns that I feel like that I've ever been to.
I'm still
I love
amazed.
Lexington.
I'm still amazed at the size of the van. I can't believe we're sitting in the van right now.
I'm telling you right now, it's like
It's magical.
I saw that they had
Spray paint on the side,
yeah.
like it blends in.
I was like, oh my God, they've got the WWF wrestling bars, and I went up there for a Hulk Hogan, and by God, I almost got one right here. Look at this guy.
That's right.
Go ahead, hey, show him the pythons, brother. One
That's
time.
right.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Right there, Johnny Lee.
Hell
Hey,
yeah.
Larry, tell them where they can find us because we are constantly. People are always like,
Yeah, we
guys,
have
still
2
wrestling.
hours.
It's like, man,
Yeah,
tell
you
them where
can-
they can find us because we're trying to get it out and we're trying to fill as many
You
dates as
can
possible.
you can reach out to us personally. You can find Maxx Sledd on Facebook. You can find me at Larry Jones. You can reach us at Legends Pro Wrestling Academy. You can search us up just pretty much on X, Twitter. If you're interested to be a part of Generation Next Pro Wrestling, as far as like partnering, or you want us to come to your town, you have any sorts of things like that, by all means, email genxinfo1@gmail.com. And you can find all these links there on our page. There on Generation Next Pro Wrestling's. We have the business page there. You can keep up to date with that. We absolutely love teaching pro wrestling, and a lot of people, they think money is an issue to get people in. Well, if any advice I would give you for anyone that wants to like book us or collectively is like we are very easy to work with. We always do business the right way, and we try to get the best of everyone. And one way to make that happen is by booking the Everything Legendary seminar series, because we absolutely love to teach pro wrestling anyway, and it offsets a lot of costs that would normally be there. But we, this is us bending and trying to help, and we just want to make pro wrestling great. We want to,
Make
there's
it better than we found it.
there's not like any beef or none of that. I feel like we love pro wrestling. That's that. I could leave it at that. It's like we absolutely love pro wrestling, and we just want to make it better. I know it's cliche. I know that it's said, but at the end of the day, we get our very best from our side, and the end goal is to get your very best. So,
That's it, and we want to work. Like
Yeah,
the
of
thing
course.
is,
Yeah, get down.
I want to work with the young guys. I want to work with the veterans. I want to work. There's so many guys I see out there talking about how they're the best faction, or they're the best team, or they're the best whatever, and it's like, that's great. I love that you can say it. I've seen a lot of good profile pictures. I've seen a lot of good promos where you're trying to convince me. The best way you can convince me is to stand across the ring from Everything Legendary, and let's put it to
the test, baby.
That's right.
Let's put the boots on. Let's go to the mat. Let's see what we can do.
Now we're
strap
gonna-
them Asics on tight.
Now we're going to get in here, get this truck, and head home and lay up next to Paige Jones, baby. It's Thursday night.
We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. You're going to do that.
Yes. And she flips me off.
But you know what? I can't wait for. I can't wait till we're all old and gray, sitting on the front. I mean, we'll be old and gray.
always there.
Paige will be like 28, and we'll be old and gray, and we'll be in our
Never
rocking
mind. You
chairs.
could totally be there. Just kidding.
Yeah,
You could
Paige
totally
will be
there.
28, and me and Larry will be old
Griping
men.
about
And that's
fucking
why
rocking on the
Max is
porch.
always there, because he makes me
Yeah.
feel good.
Thank you guys for having us
thank you
on.
so
It means
much.
a lot.
You're welcome, Larry.
Certainly, man. Thank you
We're
so much.
always
And
gonna have
Donnie
you back,
Green,
too.
shut the fuck up. You say too
Hey,
damn
man,
much.
because it's the Nice Guy Andy podcast. It's Johnny Lee. It's Nice Guy Andy. But at the end of the day, you know what this podcast is?
What is it?
Everything
Legendary.
That's right. Guys, thank you
Hell
for
yeah.
tuning in.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.